Flat earth beneath my feet, knowing I'm here to meet. Ocean's edge, it calls my name. Purpose in this life's game. Horizons line so clear, God's love brings me near. Flat earth made by him, my journey long yet thin. Purpose found in every day, guided by his gentle sway. Mountains tallly stand in place.
Yo, Floats, what's up? It's good to see you all. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Please hit the likes, share the show, let everybody know we are live. This is part 2 of the Shawn versus Nico debate. And we are joined by Janusz, Roger, and Michael Kahn. How you guys doing? Again.
Nice. I was just wondering why I couldn't see anybody in YouTube chat. I can.
Can't you see anything?
I couldn't. I can see Eugene. I can't see anybody else. So.
Yeah, it will. It'll start.
I couldn't see PJ saying and Derek but it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it'll update. There we go.
Don't worry about it.
But it's good to see you guys. If you haven't already, if you missed part 1, it is linked in the description. And if you missed an awesome testimony and discussion we just had, do yourself a favor and go watch it.
Yeah, really nice guy.
I agree. Yeah, no, and I think we had a very, very good discussion.
When I was like talking to him for a few minutes while you were getting ready and that. When you just know that you're warm to somebody, like we're like that.
Yeah, but he's genuine,
and it almost reminds me of Jeff as well.
He does actually. It might be the beard.
Yeah.
Nobody can be Jeff's beard.
Look, talking about
you. Yeah, we're saying how awesome it was having you on, man.
Oh, you guys, man. Thank you guys for having me, man. I really appreciate it. This is the first time I've ever done this before on a show ever.
I think it's awesome, man. And I can see why you got a young church, you know what I mean? Like a lot of youth and stuff. Because you do have that that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, which I think is really needed these days, because you don't want the youth isn't attracted to some old boring stale kind of.
Another guy with the beard, like I said before, the guys with the beard, it's extension. So, and usually wise, like women, they are more intuitive because they have long hair. The same with the guys. So when you see the guy with the long beard, he's usually above average.
That's not helping Shawn out at all. I'm sorry.
Of course, there are always exceptions to the rule,
Flatzoid, I want to thank you for just allowing me to come on, because I think I've tried that before and I just didn't feel at peace with it. But when you said earlier that you felt kind of a peace about it, or there was just something, what, let's do it. I just, I don't know, that I know that was the Spirit of God working. And so I appreciate, sometimes we plant seeds, as a person, you're just planting seeds of truth. And there's people on there that are just like triggered and all this stuff, but we're planting seeds of righteousness. We're planting seeds of, there was a couple of things on there, but anyway, I was just so, thank you so much for the opportunity to do that and just to gain some friends, because I don't know if it's reciprocated, but I'm your friend now.
Yeah, no, definitely, man.
I'm definitely for the seeding the seeds, because we're exactly beating the Satan in his own game, because he is seeding the seeds, and we can fight back this way.
Yeah,
that's right.
No, definitely.
Yeah, well, this show's pulled a lot of good people together, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was always told as a child that when Jesus is your Lord and you meet somebody else like that, they're friends forever. So
yeah. Unfortunately, the show has also kind of torn some boundaries between people, which I still find sad. But yeah, that doesn't change the fact that I do pray for them and I do wish all the best for them. even though we
Yes.
don't agree. And it's all we can do. You know,
We
what I
pray
mean?
for our enemies. We have to love our enemies, because the reality is, if they don't change, how some Bible speakers, preachers say there's no hell. I think that's a very dangerous thing. That's a very dangerous thing because it doesn't matter if it's a place, but any place in eternity without your heavenly Father is torment for me, brother. I mean, I don't want that.
But exactly. But this is what I always say to people as well. When they say, "Oh, God's not a loving God because He sends you to hell," no. Remember, hell wasn't created for us. Okay,
No.
hell is just simply separation from God. It's where God
Exactly.
isn't. So
Yes.
you choose to go there when you choose not to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior.
I was going to say it.
Yes.
It's your own choice.
Yeah.
It's sad that
because
people
we have. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's sad that the people wants to blame God for their own decisions. It's the same as someone taking a gun and going to murder someone and they kill them and say, "It wasn't my fault." You know what I mean? The
Mhm.
guy who made the gun, it's his fault, because if he didn't make the gun, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Right.
You know, you made the decision to murder the person. You made the decision to do it. How is it that person's fault? It's the same with God. God created a place that has separation from Him.
That's right.
Because God isn't a control freak. He has respect for you and He respects your decision.
Free will. He gave you free will and choice.
Exactly. So He didn't create robots. So you have a free will to be with God or to be separated from Him. And unfortunately, the place at separation is everything that's not made by God, which is, I can say, polar 180, everything that's not good. Remember, we have a good God. So why will God have a place that's separate from Him that is good?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, and it's a real possibility if we don't, because that's the only way to the Father is through His Son. And so the people that leave Jesus out and always call them creators, they're in this deception. Hey, we talked like for 2 hours. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it goes quickly. It goes very quickly.
God respects your will. If you choose to be separated from Him, He won't push you to be with Him.
Exactly. He's not going to force you.
What it shows to me, though, guys, that God respects His own creation to give you the choice.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's not a dictator. He's not like, he's not. He's like, okay, I'll give you salt, or like he's beautifully patient. No greater love than another man would lay his life down for another. That's the greatest love of all time, and He did that.
Amen. Exactly. Hey, Doug.
Hey,
So
Shawn.
what's up, man?
Going on, guys?
Yo.
Good.
Quick question to our guest. Are you as well Trinitarian? Do you believe as well in Trinity?
I'll translate for you. Are you a Trinitarian?
Yes.
I do. Okay, I grew up as a Trinitarian.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe in the Trinity.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
So, yeah,
Yep.
I know that Kingdom in Context has done that, and I just when those things come up, I'm just gonna. It doesn't hurt or ruin my faith so much, so I'm gonna just stick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna stick what the Scriptures say, and I'm gonna go to the Lord and say,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Yeah. I'm
it's
exactly with
interesting.
that. I don't like the word Trinity, to be honest, because of the stigma associated with it. But
And the Catholics.
you can accept it because it puts the context to, do you understand it's Jesus, God the Father, and the Holy Spirit? That's it.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's what I understand.
People sometimes as well say Triune God. As well,
Yeah.
the phrase. So, but we know what we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to show you something, which came up a while ago. I will just drop it on the chat.
Okay. Well, it's good to see everybody. Okay, were you guys ready to review?
When did King Nico go on the Nature Channel? I see he's interacting with the monkeys. He did some Jane Goodall type thing or something here.
Yeah, he was on the Drunk Debunk show.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to be talking to this guy, Mike, Drunk Brunch. I'll be talking to him tomorrow night. So that's going to be an interesting conversation because obviously we have very two different worldviews on everything, literally everything. So it's going to be an interesting discussion, to say the least. But in email, he did at least seem cordial and respectful, so I can give him that.
Is he going to apologize for slandering your name? That's what I want to know.
Obviously not.
No.
You know what? The thing is, I don't really care because I'm old enough not to worry about peer pressure and what people think of me.
That's quite funny, like, because like people are saying, "Oh, Flats, stop slandering this person and stop slandering." You're the most slandered person I know.
I know.
Yeah, for sure.
I know, but what can I do? It's like I'm too. I think I'm too old to worry about what people say and think anyway, so it doesn't bother me. I know what the truth is. You guys know what's going on, and that's about it. Like Joel said earlier, the truth always shines through.
Darkness has nowhere to hide.
Yep.
Hi, Saul. I've never met
the
you.
angle of the shot.
Yeah. So
My bad. Oh, we
Saul,
started. My bad.
yeah, no, don't worry. So if you haven't met Charles yet,
Met who? Charles?
Charles, yeah.
Charles, nice to meet you, Charles. How you doing, man?
Yes, it's nice to meet you, sir. I've heard a lot. I've seen you on the line, as we say.
Oh yeah, I'm apparently going to be taken down. I'm going to apparently be taken down and destroyed by Mr. Moto and the self-proclaimed King of Flat Earth. I put a post up about the self-proclaimed King of Flat Earth today. If you get a chance, go over and check that out. It recalls a video I did about.
I wish them good luck because they will need a lot.
That Z is on a whole, he's not. He is not what. I'm calling him out already too.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, he actually did a live stream. He did a live stream, and there were some people in the community at the time that were actually contemplating self-deletion. And he went in and encouraged them to, and was also encouraging people to delete their neighbors and anybody that celebrates Christmas if there's no snow on the ground, like people in South Africa and things like that. And I mean, he went just ballistic. And somebody said, "You mean it just in the meta world, right?" And he says, "No, I'm actually serious. I want people to do this." And that video is still up. No strikes. It's been reported by a bunch of people. It's still up. So what's that tell you? He's an agent.
Yep.
It's that simple.
Yep. Wow.
Anyway, on with the simian.
How about the humidity of Antarctica? Want to talk about that? See, I do my research, Nico. You don't. You watch,
that's how you know gold is heavier than feathers.
It's funny how this guy has a false sensitivity of confidence. I do my research. Every time he says he does research, you literally see him typing Google in as he speaks, and then he usually gets it wrong.
Hey, Flats, one more thing on that. The humidity you could see it enough to see the runners present in the marathon too. We saw it.
I want to actually bring a point out about that. I'm going to say you always see their breath. The reason you can't appear to see the appearance of their breath sometimes is because of the angle and light, like I told Whit. The breath's always there. It's only the angle and light. It's got nothing to do with the humidity because the humidity, the vapor is from your lungs. It's got nothing to do with the air around it. Right. If the air coming out your lungs is warmer than the air around it, you will have air vapor.
That's why we could see McToon and his critical think. We could see it without the light. It was bouncing off the blue shed. Mm-hmm. Remember that?
It's called condensation. Condensation. Watch here. It's warm in my house. Watch. See how the glass fogged up? Wow. Wonder what caused that. It's called condensation.
No, there is not dry enough. There is not dry enough, Soph.
Oh, no.
Drying a popcorn fart in here today. I'll tell you that right now. I walk across the rug, pet my dog, and it freaks us both out. We both get shocked.
Oh man.
Nice. Weird science.
Videos, and you look at flat Earth websites to get your information, and those are faulty. Those are fallacious. Those are lies. So what else do you have? Come on, dude. What else you got?
I have to say, I do amend Nico for just staying calm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that was Shawn's tactic to try and get him triggered and worked up. But yeah, like Nico said, he's not really a debater. But
I see.
Yeah,
That's
he's calm.
Neither is Shawn.
Nope. You can blow out a piece of paper, though. I can tell you that.
Hey, Chris, good to see you, man.
Hey, Chris.
Yo.
Sorry, I thought I sent you the link.
Nice to be around, man. Thanks for
Good to
letting
see
me.
you, man. Anytime, man. Always welcome. Yeah.
It's all right there. Nothing's been debunked. It's been almost 4 weeks now.
Thoroughly debunked.
So-
Thoroughly debunked.
No.
Your delusional opinions do not mean anything, Nico. You've not destroyed anything.
You guys.
And to be the leader of a revolution, you picked the low rank of sergeant? Are you kidding me?
What?
You know what
Yes.
sergeant is?
I
It's
didn't
the
know my
lowest
head.
rung on the NCO ladder.
Wait. Where did he pick the rank of sergeant? What's he talking about?
His
I don't
Just
know.
because he has the chevron, in his
Yeah.
look, that doesn't mean he's called himself a sergeant.
Non sequitur.
Yeah, and that's got nothing to do with any of the arguments as well. Yeah, it's non sequitur. Wow.
Yeah, I never once said it was a ranking
There you
or
go.
my ranking for that matter. So,
Well, if you're wearing 3 chevrons upside down, that's a rank.
yeah, if you're in the military, I'm not part of the military. This is the
Then
resistance.
don't wear military rank.
Well, I'm just taking
You're
it
wearing
back.
camo. You're wearing military camo.
Oh my word.
That's never been military camo.
That's a hoodie as far as I know.
Looks like a woodsman's type clothing.
You get it at Walmart, dude.
That's a normal hoodie with some camo on, you know, like a hunting hoodie that people just get to go hunting or camping. Not military.
Sean's at war right now. I'm done.
Wow. So you see, guys, this is when you know a guy's lost the debate already, when he's attacking someone's appearance or
Mhm.
character. And what has Shawn been doing this whole time?
At home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, what's your mother's maiden name? Huh? It's just like, shut up, you monkey looking bitch. Jesus.
Keep on topic, dude. Keep on topic.
He's awful.
So, and you're wearing military rank. So, you're just a fraud, Nico.
Oh, well, there you go.
Thanks, Sean. Got me on.
So he's calling him a fraud.
Gotcha. See? Fuck.
What's this? Oh.
What do you mean so? Sorry.
He run from me. He won't. He chickened out of a debate 5 minutes before it was supposed to start in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knew I
So
was
if he is wearing headset, it means he's a DJ or something.
You mean me so? No.
No, he needs to wear it because he's a bit deaf. Remember, he's 6,000 years old, guys.
He helped get to hang out with Lucy back in the day.
He is, exactly. I'm going to actually put this on screen.
He's another horrible person in that Santos.
Yeah, Santos Bonacci. I can't stand that guy.
Yeah, he likes to cuss a lot, doesn't he?
He was different a couple years ago, but later he was just like a changed.
Yeah, he-
Swearing a lot, like you said, yeah. And he's like
See,
out of this realm now.
this problem with Santos
So
is,
how are you?
the problem with Santos is he pushes a lot of new age stuff, and he is a bit demon. He is demon possessed, unfortunately. And I do caution anybody doing lotus positions and any Kabbalistic kind of things. Question why
No
you
yoga at all.
positions, guys, because the Bible speaks against that as well. You do open the door for demons when you do this. I talk out of experience when it comes to this. Please, I caution you heavily against doing any yoga positions or Kama Sutra or any of these nonsense, evil, satanic, Kabbalistic rituals.
Yeah.
You gotta align your chakra somehow, don't you, Flatzoid? Come on.
No.
Oh boy.
God created us perfect. You don't need to align anything.
I got you.
You need to touch
don't
grass
know,
every
man.
once in a while, but
That's true.
Yeah. So maybe we should do that. We'll set up myself and you against Z and Natch. How's that?
That sounds good. What are we actually going to be debating, though? Whether or not they're the king of flat Earth or not? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
he's a good man, so
Yeah. Maybe that can work.
I mean, I missed the coronation ceremony, you know, and who was it that bequeathed this title of regency upon you? That's what I want to know.
I know.
I told you before.
He's a good
He
man.
kneeled before me and kissed my ring. Good king.
Ruler of flat Earth, protector of the realm. You know, you know, nobility.
Right.
Prince of his mom's basement with serial killer pictures in the background. Take a look at that screen. Take a look at it. That video I did where he's in that basement. Look at that background. Those are serial killer pictures on his wall, man. He's a
and
twisted
hot
little-
pockets. Hot pockets are in the microwave.
Yeah, there you go.
Mom, give me another hot pocket.
Oh wow.
To try and debate me. You can't prove anything.
Oh,
Like,
I've just
nothing-
proven everything. I've just proven
Not changing
everything I've
anything,
shown you
Paul.
was proof. Everything I've shown you was proof.
No, you
5-hour
showed me-
time lapse of the
you showed me
24-hour
one-
sun.
All
All you've given us is your opinion.
one poorly edited video to try and debunk another poorly edited video. So it's game over.
Poorly edited. Looks pretty damn clear to me.
So because
Well, you're
something
stupid,
looks,
though.
yeah, because something looks good to Shawn, therefore it's not edited.
He's
You
an
know,
expert at editing, you know that, right? He was taking pictures in the army, right?
I got to consider the credibility of the source. I'm like, yeah, but you're stupid, Shawn. So, you know, that's just, it doesn't mean anything. You look pretty clear to me. Okay. Tell us about that pound of gold again, huh? Let's hear about that.
I'm okay.
David Banner in chat's asking if you've got a link for that video, Sav.
Yeah. Hang on, I get it. No problem.
Okay, so let me quickly see the rest of some points in this video. So I want to talk about the ages. Why do they look like different ages apart in different part and footage that was supposedly taken days apart? They look like years older and apart. Let's play this quickly.
Dave, explain that.
Come back from Antarctica, and that's Neptune when you just come back from Antarctica. But if you look at the photo of them in Punta Arenas with this Brazilian guy, their hair is like very different. I mean, Neptune doesn't even have gray hair. He's very. He even looks chubbier. You know what I mean? They look younger. So
I agree with what Flatzoid's saying. So this is supposed to be them in Punta Arenas just before they were going to Antarctica, right? And they ran into this Brazilian guy that just came back from.
Now, what's your guys' thoughts on this? Because, like I was trying to explain with Dave, yes, it can change some aspects, you know, focal length and lighting stuff, but it can't take away gray hair. It can't change how your hair's cut. It can't give you or take away the amount of wrinkles that's shown there. It can't make you change that much in facial structure being fatter or thinner. It can't. No matter how the lighting or focal length you're using.
I think it was just a different time. That's just my opinion.
That's the whole argument to this.
I think so too. I think they look completely different. There's different. They just look younger.
Yeah.
And when you have a foundation of lies, I'm not going to believe anything now. I'm going to question everything.
And I think it's worse than like a year younger. It looks more like 6 years younger or something to me.
No, I think it was maybe a year. But this is also what perplexes me though, because it does seem that Duffy and McToon have known each other for way longer than Duffy's trying to make out.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think anybody buys a story that he only started conversing with him with TFE. No, man. They were conversing ages ago. I mean, heck, didn't McToon also go to that Dean Odell debate?
Mm-hmm.
So he already knew Duffy then.
Co-Intel Pro.
And the documentary.
So, yeah. To me, it's
makes me wonder one thing. Did Bob Enyart get in touch with McToon before, too?
No,
maybe McToon was Bob Enyart.
I don't know. Jaron seems to think the sun rises and sets on Bob Enyart's ass.
Yeah, it's all over, yeah. I heard about it.
Didn't Jaron say the sun was going in the wrong direction?
I don't know.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah, I think he did say that.
He also said the sun went behind the mountain for 2 hours, too.
And Dave McKeegan said they recorded it going below the mountain.
I want to know who is behind this all, Maybe Disney and NASA? Do you have a guess?
It could be a whole bunch of different agencies, because think about it.
I'm interested when it comes out, One time it must come out.
Let's put this logically. If they go there and they showed the sun setting, which they probably did, and that's why they need to fake it, what would happen to the whole society if that came out that, hang on, these guys literally just showed that every government has been lying to you, every space agency has been lying to you, everything you taught in school has been lies? Do you think society will not collapse?
Of course, and that's why we have a lot of people who gets that with this. I was a lot of Earth Awakening in the channel. There are lots of Glovers, and they believe the final experiment is, of course, for sure true.
Mm-hmm.
You can't argument when you start to argument. Say, where you see the tricks. And he said,
my
is
point is,
always here, he says, they said.
Yeah, but my point is, they go there, they expect to see a 24-hour sun. They don't see a 24-hour sun, so they had to make provisions for it. Because they forced to deceive everyone. Because if they didn't, what this is the same game that all, like the New World Order cults play with you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
You need to keep it. It's for the greater good of humanity. If you don't lie, there's going to be huge chaos. Everything's going to fall apart, and it will be your fault.
Yeah.
That's
your
right.
fault, yeah. Flat Earth again, the stupid flat earthers again. So some will say it like this, But okay.
The greatest
and
the greatest kind of slave is
this is the greatest deceive. The slave to the God. Yeah.
A good slave is the one who doesn't know he's trapped.
Exactly.
And when truth gets revealed, that you kind of lose the the hold on you.
No.
And it gets you back to and starts, oh, wait a minute, I'm created, I'm important, I have a purpose, I have a
Of course we are, and we have
that comes back. Yeah, and that comes back to the last stream we just had, when if you're thinking about, let's for instance say pornography. You get people that try and tell them in their mind they're not a slave to it. They're doing it, out of free will. But no, they're a slave to it. They are free not to do it, but they choose to do it. And that's exactly how the glow mentality is. It's exactly the same.
Yep.
They're free to be to be out the deception, but they choose to stay in it. So they choose to be a slave.
There are a lot of guys of that, out there.
Just to say, the best slave is a willing slave, right?
Yeah.
They call them flat earthers, but they are not really flat earthers.
Someone's trying to come in. PJ, welcome back, man.
Good to see you again.
Tune piped up on one of my Facebook.
Did he?
He popped up on one of my Facebook feeds, and I just ripped into him. I said, "Dude, you are a complete clown." I said, "Marching around in the ice, ranting into your phone like a prepubescent fucking girl." I said, "My God." I said, "How old are you?" I said, "You're just an unhinged, effeminate man-child."
And they were very proud. They're very proud of that behavior for some reason.
It's wild, man. And the people that gravitate toward that. Wow.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I really
People
don't.
that want around me. You know, those are the...
But think about it. McToon called in on a show and started just insulting and getting triggered and going on that and proud of it. And everybody's pushing that like he did something good.
Mm-hmm.
How does that tell you about your person if you're pushing something like that as thinking it's good to go and onto someone's show literally just to be insultative and just attack and act like a grown-ass baby?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't.
They're emotionally attached to this thing so much that it's driving them mad, dude. It is.
Right.
The marathon that was taking place there. So you can see that MC Toon does in fact look like a year or two younger.
No, he doesn't.
He does from the footage of them just getting back there. Even Will Duffy, he looks younger than he does from the moment he got back. So there's definitely a big gap in the shooting dates from at least 6 months to a year.
Nope.
So this could be a whole year's
different lighting, different cameras, different settings. What else you got?
Okay, but he even
I'd say,
mentions, yeah, you can.
Sean says 3 words. Sean says 3 words, and that's it debunked. Go on.
Just because he says so.
Yeah.
This is when Nico should actually ask him, okay, would you please demonstrate this to me? Take quickly your camera. Take a different camera, because you probably have a different camera. Change the lighting. Go outside and take a photo and then bring it back and load up. See if you're going to look different quickly, if you're going to look younger, if your gray hairs are gone. Go ahead. I would have told him that if I was there.
That's funny. It won't happen, but yeah.
Because no matter what camera or lighting you have, it will not remove gray hairs. It will not make you look a year younger. It will not change your hairstyle.
And how come this guy that they're talking to over on the right, I can't find anything about that guy. He doesn't work for ALE. He's not one of their guides. He's nowhere. He's just some guy.
You mean King?
Is that who that guy is? The one that's in the foreground of that right-hand picture?
King Nico.
No, this guy.
And this one.
No, it's
this guy.
The moderator?
Not the moderator. He's talking about the Brazilian.
No,
Yeah, that's the Brazilian guy.
Oh, yeah.
Chico guy.
Chico, that's it.
Chico
Rico.
Yeah, I didn't find him listed as any of the guides. I couldn't, and they have pictures of all their guides, all their staff, and everything. Even the girl that I talked to at ALE, she's on there, and I didn't see that guy anywhere.
Gotcha.
Banjo knows him. Eddie knows of him, and had a video about how he was standing at the campsite at the Union Glacier site, and had a time discrepancy, saying it was 10 a.m. there or something, 3 a.m. or whatever. It's in one of his videos. Something to check out on Banjo's site.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just quickly trying to go to 1 hour 56.
You know, Flats, if you would have went, they wouldn't be having these problems right now. You could verify everything for them.
That's the thing. I wouldn't go because I don't associate with deception. Okay, so they told me to go look at this timestamp. Apparently, there's a camp there that shouldn't be there. What is that? Is that a camp?
That looks like one. Right here in there, yeah. That's a camp. Pan over, guys.
I don't know.
Looks like tents, doesn't it?
Because this is on the other side. Someone just told me I should look. I can't definitely say that's a camp, guys. So, yeah.
They're really short mountains. That's what, really short mountains.
Well, wait. There is something driving there, if you see there. There is something driving the background. Okay, look. Look at that.
That's on the wrong side, isn't it?
Yeah, it was on the other opposite side. That's what I was saying. There shouldn't be a camp there. So if there is a camp there, it's a bit dodgy.
There's nothing dodgy about this at all. That's what it is. It's all 100% on the up and up.
But yeah. Okay.
Was that Jeranisms?
Oh, Matt,
yeah,
it's Jaren's. And Matt says the reason it's dodgy is because it's not in the drone footage.
That's strange. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be in? Maybe it shot at a different time, like a year or two ago. You never know.
Yeah, because what was...
Is that where he's holding the compass upside down?
Yeah, it was holding the compass upside down. But also the thing that caught my attention was Duffy said, or David, or somebody said, I think it was Duffy, that said that they made that camp specifically for them with a container. But that's a lie because it was made for the marathon before they were there.
It's there every year. It's always
Yeah. I mean, look at the eclipse that we saw the other day. They were showing the eclipse. They created that same camp for the eclipse people, the same position. So they actually put it up every year.
They did.
So him saying that they did it for them is total nonsense. Okay.
See, McToon's hair is different. The skin looks different. The weight is different. So again, I agree that these different scenes were taken at least a year apart. So that goes for the shootings.
What is your proof? I don't want your opinion. What is your proof that these were shot?
It's on screen. Literally, he's showing you on screen. Look at the difference between them. They don't have the same haircuts even. One here looks much younger than the other. He's got gray hair. He doesn't have gray hair. He's much more chubbier. You can't tell me that someone can lose, for instance, like 10 stone in like one day. Come on.
It's just Shawn is what
That's
it says.
an exaggeration.
It's so redundant. I mean, it's right there, like you say, Flash. It's right there. It's right there. He's showing you the proof. That's what he's presenting to you.
Nico.
Look at it. You can see
Yeah,
it right here.
Show me dates. Show me dates, man. Dates, times.
But everyone knows that this footage is them in Punta Arenas around about the 15th, right?
Right, 17th to 18th, 13th to 18th.
Oh, this is
Show
just
me proof that they were there 2 years before. Show me that.
He's presenting it to you that they're not honest with the times because look at how they look. Now he's telling him, tell you how it's... You see, this is the problem with Shawn. He doesn't actually listen to what's being argued. He just talks rubbish. It's
called a vowel movement.
So yeah,
Just compare the pictures. They're different. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, it's really, it's not hard to understand. I mean, very big difference between those two.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're not going to have proof of that. You can see that there's two
Then
different...
stop saying it. If you don't have proof in a debate, Stop giving your opinion.
Why is it upsetting?
This is for proof and evidence. Show me dates. Show me receipts, man.
Yeah, it's theory versus theory because you ain't got no proof or evidence for anything, right? It's just all talk. So, but I'm
This
actually
is your claim, Nico. This isn't my claim. This is your claim.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, Shawn has the burden here because he's claiming that this isn't that he's showing them to look younger.
That's right.
So Shawn is making the claim saying, "Oh, this isn't anybody showing that they look younger, that he's got grey hair, doesn't have grey hair." You know, he says this is the reason we have this argument because look at this photo. There's backing up his claim. Shawn has now made a claim countering that, so Shawn has now the burden to counter. And what's his claim? Oh, just prove it. It's like it's literally on screen.
That's right. You look at the two. It's really an opinion. Look, there's two differences between the two photos, and that's it. And this is just one of the many inconsistencies. And it's easy for Shawn to just, okay, what else you got?
He's hand waving the evidence is what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can.
The timelines are obviously off. That's apparent.
Yeah. They'll do. They'll always just unread it.
I want to see if I can get those photos up again quickly because I deleted them, so I have to try so I can quickly source them again. I think it was Eddie Banjo. Yeah. Okay. You guys are allowed to talk, by the way.
Okay.
Videos.
This was one of the. This was one of the weaker evidences. But it's definitely significant because when you add it all up, it's like. But
there's just too many questionable things all the time. Something's popping up.
Yeah.
And it's stacking up.
Will definitely has a younger looking beard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's definitely not snow in it because they had no snow in Antarctica over there, I guess.
Well,
nothing in their beards.
Take a look at it like this, man. I look at it the same way as I do NASA. Okay.
Yeah.
You got questionable. You got really questionable shit, man. And I see evidence of fakery. I see evidence of fraud. Therefore, the whole thing is in the garbage. The whole thing is in the garbage.
That's
okay?
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're so right.
Right. Just like when you
from that point,
you bring it before a judge, you got to more evidence. This is just Exhibit Z.
They do look a lot younger there, don't they? Comparably.
They really do.
But the Globals really believe it, you know.
Tone's got jowls.
Just conspiracy theory, you know, which it's light of reflection because of the clouds and the sun and so on. That will be their explanation.
It's a reflection off McToon's face right now. That's in question.
Just want to quickly get a picture of McToon.
McToon, oh God.
Sorry, I'm just watching him putting all his 33s on screen quickly. Oh, man.
Nice.
He's like rubbing our nose in it, ain't he, with the 33s? And he's like, here, what, 33.
So see. Yeah, these are evil people. They're getting really crazy when they're talking to Nico. The devil's rule in there.
Yeah, let's just show there, okay?
Then they start to rumble inside.
First of all, let's look at that.
Nico is a guy like that, yeah.
Now, this was a day after they returned. Look at the length of the hair. Okay?
Gotcha.
It's much longer, definitely.
Look at even his jaw structure line. Everything. It's different.
The forehead.
This is at least a year after that.
Yeah.
There's no way that this is 4 days difference.
No.
No matter what lighting you have, no matter what focal length you have, this and this is not 4 days apart.
I agree.
We should do our own experiment and take pictures of ourselves a day after and see if it looks much different.
So when we explain things like this, How? How is that saying we are lying and it's not proof of anything when you're literally showing inconsistencies with what they say?
No, they just don't want to look into it. Yes, and they say it isn't so important, and it's crazy, but that's Clover's too.
This is what liars do, dude.
Yeah, but when you say you're a liar, you're a truther, you know, I don't want to get anymore.
Clungy.
Yeah, no, I'm talking with them, but I stay in the background.
Just want to see if I can get Duffy's one up quickly.
Well,
his McToon's face looks really thin.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
The neck. Look at the neck.
Yeah, it's just a whole other. Time point. Yeah.
It has to be.
How long ago after this is that picture, though? That's my question.
Yeah,
but that's what they're claiming. It's the same time frame. They're claiming
they removed the whole flat Earth stuff. Yes, at the background from Will Duffy. Only the globe stuff is left.
I mean, okay. Let's check Will Duffy's hair, for instance.
Yeah.
Look at the difference. Look how long this hair is compared to that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's longer than the first one.
There's so much difference between these.
Crazy.
Look at that effeminate man-child over here. Look at him. And that freeze frame over all the way to the right. Look at him. That's a lunatic. That dude, I swear to God, when he freaked out the way he did about that remark about the kid chained to a pole or some shit like that, and it was just so off cuff, and he went freaking ballistic. I mean, wow. You know, I mean, this guy. The first thing I thought is I was like, this dude's a chomo, man. That's for real. That's why that hit that nerve so hard with him. Absolutely.
Listening to these two guys talk is a form of torture.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you should.
I'm serious.
You should go on Toon's show and talk to him in person, dude. It gets worse.
Oh, I can't.
Done it.
I just, it's really hard.
Try to.
You know, you age when you have to keep up a lie. So they were young, didn't have anything to lie, but as they, they just got more stressed.
Exactly. It manifests itself physically. You can tell when someone is stressed on their face. And people get hard lines after a while. And definitely, you can tell that stress, anxiety, things like that manifests itself. It's even like if you don't forgive someone and you become, or you find it hard to forgive and you become bitter. Bitterness shows.
That's right.
Absolutely.
You're right. It's a burden. It's a heaviness on you.
Stress changes pH in your body and affects level of the word I forgot. Anyway, it impacts your body in a very negative way. So people happy usually live longer. People who are stressing over themselves, just heart attacks and other stuff.
Happy people, of course, who can smile. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, it was chemical balance.
It's your time to bring evidence that what you're saying is true.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, we were looking at this like, but how is this possible?
So no evidence.
4 days
no
go by and then
why is
you
he
look
talking
like
over the
a
video?
whole, like you
Just
aged a year.
Flatzoid's opinion. You say all you have is Flatzoid's opinion and not yours.
You're looking at two videos that are shot. Will and Toon are shooting in a room under controlled lighting versus standing in a hotel foyer shooting on a phone.
And that makes you chubby as well. Very chubby.
Well, that's one particular screen grab. That
See, so there's no way to explain that away by saying, oh, we're using a phone, or we were outside, or oh, we're using a better camera setup. No, that's within the same week, but they look years apart, right? So
no, they don't.
One camera from another.
I find that very funny from Shawn. Oh, he's just using Flatzoid's opinion. What's he's just telling us? No, that's his opinion. So he's trying to counteract actual evidence with his own opinion and claim, no, that's just our opinion.
Objectively speaking, they look different.
Yeah, they're very different. Even Dave McKeegan he's like looking at it because he could see the difference. So everybody else sees a difference but Shawn Hawkins. So Shawn, you might need to get glasses, man.
That's why I say they're not honest, because they will defend their position forever. So
take that all together.
They won't even give you 1 inch. They won't admit anything, because they will have to look into it later, and they don't want to do it.
Exactly.
Oh yes, there's never any
They
concession.
get mad.
In a
They
different
really
setting,
get
whether
mad.
it's outside or inside, in a different country, continent, isn't going to add 10 pounds, take away 10 pounds, add gray hair, take away gray hair. You understand?
No, I don't understand. You're making all this up. You're making all this up, Nico, in order to save your cult.
There's no cult.
It could just be the way.
Yeah, there is.
That's where the experience comes in. Where Nico needs the experience. He shouldn't have just accepted what Shawn just said. You know what I mean? He caught the hook from Shawn. Oh, it's a cult. So now he latched on cult instead of keeping to the argument and just said, "No, we just saw the photos where they do have this that you just said is not there."
Gotcha.
And it would have been over for Shawn because Shawn would have to prove that there is no difference. So he would have to say, Shawn, okay, show me where there's no difference there. Go ahead.
Can I come with a non-biased attitude toward it? Look at it like a detective would. Would that be enough evidence to say those pictures weren't taken in the same week? And you got to investigate that part. And nobody's doing that. Just your opinion. No.
Yeah. Otherwise, these guys age extremely quickly.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even about opinion, because we can clearly see what's going on those photos. So it's not opinion, it's just a fact.
Yeah, I mean, why would Duffy's hairstyle change? Come on. Hairstyle changes within 4 days. Even McToon, look at the difference between the length of his hair. Okay? 4 days, guys. Look how clean shaven he is on the sides there. Yeah, he's got grey, thick hair. Look how short that is there. Look how long and luscious that is. 4 days doesn't grow that way. Look at the structure of his jawline. That's age that does that. Okay? Yeah. That's not camera that does that.
Well, you know, he grows hair quickly.
The age and glory hole experience probably did that to his jaw.
They do this for a long time.
To be honest, he looks like his older brother.
Yeah. Yeah. Really.
Absolutely.
The way he's holding his head in the video.
See, when an entire room of people do this,
even
all wear the same clothing.
I mean, even
all have the same.
Have you noticed that Shawn just over talks while he's busy trying to present something the whole time? And the moderator, Mike, doesn't even call him out for it. Just keep quiet so you can listen to what's being presented.
Well, that's because he's drunk, dude. That's why he's not doing anything.
Words, that's a cult. You worship anti-science. You worship the flat earth. You're a cult, Nico. Flat earth is a cult.
You're a cult, Nico. Okay, Nico, you're a cult, man.
Yeah, part of
he's anti-science too, at that matter of fact, but that's exactly the opposite of the truth.
I'm sorry. I think we saw last night's debate in Critical Think who's anti-science and who's not. The guy who claims he's using science but doesn't even understand what an independent variable is, that has to ignore every single control there is, that just literally thinks you can have correlation and that means it's causation. And you can have more than 4 independent variables at the same time. No, you can't.
He learned from Wolfie, dude. That's where he learned it from.
And by the way, they claimed that he had the exact same measurements as Wolfie. Last time I checked, Wolfie didn't go to Antarctica.
Nope.
No. Yeah. No.
I put a challenge to him. I told him to uncage his altimeter and fly for across the country, see how he gets there or not.
On the plane.
He'd be on the ground, is what he'd be in the ground.
Mm-hmm. And also, I want to ask another question. Since this was the final experiment, why the hell are there so much flat earthers still?
Exactly.
I think we're
Why
growing.
are there more flat earthers now? Let's put it that way. Why are there more flat earthers now?
Yeah.
Every day there's more.
I said it before, I say it
The
again.
more come together now, yes. It's perfect.
Everyone was
People
a
can see through their
global
bullshit, dude. Yeah.
there is only movement from globe Earth to flat Earth, but there is no movement back from flat Earth to globe Earth. There is none.
Yep.
Well, they manufacture with the Jaren and
Yeah,
they do manufacture fake ones.
Yeah, just fake ones.
But if
Yes,
you guys haven't realized,
Chill ones out now, yes. That's important. Yeah.
but have you guys realized every time they try and make the argument, no, there's a lot of flat earthers, it's always the same names they put out. Ranty, Raichi, what's that other idiot? That joke of a guy. STST.
Yeah.
And now it's Aaron. But have you guys realized it's very almost like synchronized when they have these people becoming globers?
Yep.
It's almost like a few months out of each other. Just as soon as the old one doesn't have any punch, they get a new one.
Because narrative has to be controlled.
They stupid.
Yeah.
People just think for themselves and have no problems, man.
Mm-hmm.
Take everything at face value.
Today, it's very uncommon to have common sense.
Yep.
Crazy.
The biblical earth is actually the truth. It's been written.
No.
Science that you worship and believe in, your satanic cult of the ball, heliocentric earth, and universe and other planets and life out there is absolutely insane. So that's what you are standing up for and trying to protect your cartoon fairyland, fantasy land, right? So
you believe in a book that was written 1,500 years ago by scientifically and functionally illiterate people.
Oh, wow. Illiterate? You think Paul was illiterate?
Sorry, how the hell do you write a book if you're illiterate?
I know. I know. I mean, come on, look at Paul's writing. How can you say he's illiterate?
Has he ever read the letters to Tarsus before? Anything but illiterate.
A lot of stuff.
I doubt he's read anything out of the Bible, dude.
Wasn't Moses third in command of the greatest civilization?
Yeah.
King Nico is into the Bible.
I want to know, guys. Was Moses illiterate when he made the 10 Commandments?
No.
And
can I just say, if
sure he could read Hebrew,
speech impediment is not illiterate.
Just Roman argument.
Isn't it unholy?
And also, by the way, the Old Testament, the Torah, was written way before 1,500 years ago.
That's right.
It's one of the oldest texts we can find.
Cool. That's cool.
I'm pretty sure Moses spoke more than one language, like Egyptian, Chaldean.
Sorry, I mean,
it's after Babylon, you know.
I might correct myself there. Didn't it say he's more? He wasn't eloquent with words rather than impediment. Moses wasn't eloquent with words. It was more of that, wasn't it, than impediment?
He stuttered. Moses.
Yeah,
stuttered.
maybe a star, but he wasn't eloquent.
But that doesn't make him illiterate.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Yeah. What it makes him is one of the greatest listeners of one of our greatest listeners, because he listened to God.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Probably a little more humble too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, great.
And this is the problem with Shawn. He thinks he knows what he's talking about. In the meantime, the guy has absolutely no clue.
You couldn't have stopped it on a better monkey pause.
Actually,
beautiful.
Someone can make a meme now out of that.
Great.
Oh my God! Oh, I could think of something you could Photoshop into that would look really bad right now.
See, guys, if you want a screenshot, it's at 44:23.
So does it look like the second one from the end? Open his mouth, it would be the second one from the end, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And you put your screensaver.
Nico's face is pretty funny too.
If I remember correctly, Septuagint was written 3rd to 1st BCE, 1st century BCE. Yeah. So how it's like 1500s, like you said.
That's his work phase.
Maybe
The
I'm
people
bad
that founded our
enough, but-
civilization, right? Think about it. They were illiterate and scientifically unlearned, right? They were just
What year was the scientific method produced?
This one I have no idea about.
Way after the people wrote the Bible, correct? There was no such thing as science yet.
Nope.
So how the hell can they be?
Before.
Yeah, how the hell can you be claiming anything with science if they never claimed science? They didn't know what science was. By the way, Shawn, you still don't know what science is.
That's his work face right there.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
like this freaking famous painting, literally.
Screaming
One
skull,
point,
yeah.
man.
Scream. Looks like
Scream.
screaming man.
Nico looks like.
Yeah,
what?
but Victorious.
Why did I agree to
But
this?
Victorious correct. Because Moses was in the house of Pharaoh, he would have the best education that there is.
Absolutely.
Correct. Yes.
Absolutely.
And I think that was part of God's planning as well.
Well, he was an adopted prince, really, wasn't he? So he's bound to have had an education.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he had good judgment, too. That's why he made it as far as he did, on top of that, even in Egypt.
And being brought up as a prince, he learned how to be a leader.
King Nico.
That's why I said God had a plan for him from the beginning.
King Nico,
God
of
knew what was
course.
going on.
He was in it. He's the headquarter.
Is he? Headquarter.
No, yeah, King Nico from the headquarter. He's always trying. Started.
Guys, can you imagine like being like third in command, and then you get kicked out, and you're in the wilderness for 40 years?
Yeah, crazy.
You know, kind of Jesus had a parallel life to that, if you think about it, because he was a king, and then he had to become a man, and then he had to go to the wilderness to be tested, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
There's so much parallels that replay.
Yes.
That replay in the Bible. There's a lot. I mean, this is like when people say, no, this is usually what I bring up to the Jews, though. When they say, yeah, but the Torah doesn't speak of, the Messiah hasn't come yet. And then you read things like Psalms, where David's literally saying it, even in Isaiah, where it's word for word in a very painstakingly accurate way of saying how Jesus is crucified on the cross. I mean, this is like 700 years, 1,000 years before Jesus came to earth and got crucified. I mean, in Isaiah's time, there wasn't even crucifixion yet. There was no such thing as crucifixion. Yet, he, in detail, explained exactly how Jesus' bones were broken, how he was tied to the cross, how he shed his blood for us, what he said before he died. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. How do people not understand that prophecy is fulfilled from the beginning till then? We're still having prophecies today being fulfilled. And they still say, oh, it's just a book.
Did you hear about the name of the prophets set up accordingly to the timeline? They're exactly the names predicting Jesus dying on cross.
Yes, even the time. How can I put it? The etymology of the people's timeline of the family tree.
Yeah.
As they put it with meanings, it literally says God's name. It depicts Jesus coming and dying for us. It's literally a prophecy.
Yep.
Well,
there's a test of the prophets. That's how we know the Bible's true, because so far all the prophecy has been fulfilled. And there's a test of the prophecy because so it's an unbelievably, it's life. There's unbelievable power in the Word of God. Like it to this day fascinates. There's no way.
What to do people when they're going to trying to find some ancient ruins or whatever? First they go to the Bible, and later they're finding the spot.
So there's enough evidence that convict people with it. It's true.
Over modern day science that's demonstrable and repeatable. That's what you believe?
So that's your opinion on that is coming
eyebrows are
from
good.
what, modern day paid off Freemasonic researchers and scientists and Masonic priests in the infiltrated church and their man-made written books. Yeah, I'm gonna choose the Bible over your scientist, right? So
do you know where Freemasons are, Nico?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea? It's a social club for men.
No, it's not.
Oh my goodness, is that what
Not
you
a
think?
social
Yes.
club.
Yes, you do get social clubs. Yes, you get Masonic clubs, but that's just like
Yeah,
that's
but they're
just
not
the
a
lowest
social
part of
club.
it. That's like that's like an introduction into it. Like, yeah, come into the pub. Let's, that's just a low part of it. It's not just a bloody.
It's not a social club though. It's they literally do rituals. They do actual. How can I put it? They got actual links and forms. They get people into high places. It's not a social club.
He's just mitigating it just because you do get Masonic clubs. Like my dad wasn't a Mason, but his friends and that were small time Masons, and they were in the pub. It was called the Masonic Club. So my dad used to go and drink there, but he wasn't a Mason. He didn't know what was going on with Mason. But
it's literally
more behind it, of course.
Yeah, it's a fraternity, guys.
Of course.
Is a fraternity a social club?
For life, yeah. That kind of thing.
No, I mean, if it was a social club, people wouldn't get blackballed and things like that. It would just be for everybody. You know, usually you've got to be a person of known or been recommended or something like that. If it was a social club, it'd be for anybody, wouldn't it?
It would be just a club. You wouldn't give them an oath.
Yes, exactly.
Like saying Skull and Bones is just a club.
322 are famous.
It's a loosely religious-based social club. Baptist, Catholics,
Yeah, he's correct. They're Luciferians.
Protestants,
Yeah, they are religious.
Lutherans, Methodists. It's all those people are Masons. Okay?
What degree are you?
I don't know. I'm not a Mason. My father was, and I don't know.
And that's also him actually talking out his ass, because usually if your father's a Mason, you usually get dragged into it as well, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him his lodge number. That's what I want to know. His dad's lodge number.
Well, probably the same as Sean's 66633.
But yeah, you know how I know Sean's not a Mason?
He's too poor.
He's too stupid to be a Mason. And you know, they do a background check on you. If you apply to be a Mason, they do a background check on you. They actually have people freaking spy on you and follow you around. I know this.
They do audits on you. They do audits on you constantly.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Sean, you wouldn't pass. You would never get in.
No.
Sorry.
And probably now he has asked her because probably he applied, but was rejected.
Mm-hmm.
He got blackballed.
What degree he was. But yeah, if you were to call my father a Satanist, a demon because he's a Mason, he would beat the living crap out of you, buddy.
I'm sure he would, Sean.
Yeah. Big crap out of a banana.
But yeah, the thing is, when it comes to Masonry, they don't think of themselves as a Satanist. Okay, the foundations of it is Satanism.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they are praying to the architect of the universe. Okay.
Yeah, it's like an ideology. They think Satanism's more like an ideology, and the serpent was right to let us know about these things, basically.
Yeah, they were enlightened. The enlightened ones.
Yeah, the enlightened ones. Yeah.
Yeah, where do you think New
Part
Age
of
enlightenment
Lucifer.
comes from?
Part of Lucifer.
2 Timothy 3:1-5. They have a form of godliness, but denied its power. Turn away from such these. They make an oath of people, and you don't know what that oath. What are you oathing to?
If you want, I can give you the hidden camera from the taking the oath.
Yeah, and it's hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen it. We've actually shown it. We've shown it a few times.
Yeah, it's not of God. I can tell you that much. Not
It's
Yahweh.
a god of this earth.
And
Definitely not.
that's right.
No.
And there's been a lot of people that like go into that, you know, have testimonies how they got out of it. It came in as, you know, oh, it seems good. You know, it's a good club. You know, it's good to get connected to a community, all that stuff. But the deeper you get into it, the more deceived
Exactly,
you get.
because on the very bottom there are people who are really working for the community, but they have to climb their ranks, and later they get with each rank they're getting new oath, and they are more and more enlightened. At the end, the light which is presented to them is Lucifer. That's how it is. So there is even the old interview with a guy who is in front of the Masonic building, and the Christian is interviewing him and is asking him about the Christ and the Lucifer. Lucifer is the light. He's the pure God, pure good. That's what he said. Yeah,
I saw that. I did see that. I remember that.
For knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah.
there's connection with the Muslim crescent and the star and so on. That's why on the buildings you can see it as well, on the Muslim mosques. So it's all created as well.
Yep.
Crazy, yeah.
Yes.
Really interesting stuff.
Yeah, Nico looks like he's having a great time.
You always have a great time. Nico, man.
Don't lie.
He got no time to rest, man.
Nico is looking on a Shawn like on a bug, you know, just to squash it.
Yeah.
Right.
So now we got a new king. What are we going to do?
What? Of course we will bow.
Okay. Where does he live at? I need to go visit him.
Where is he from?
Where is Zed from? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I can't tell.
Nakagata is from Louisiana. I think.
Okay. I guess
he's
that's
from the ass of,
true,
I think he's from the ass of nowhere.
Nice.
I mean, I think he's from other places, but that's where he resides now.
Right. That's a good point.
That moderator is like amazingly. He doesn't say anything. I forgot he was there.
I know he's in the corner as well. You do forget he's there.
Yeah, I'm like he's just chilling.
He's not moderating. He's just listening.
Yeah, I guess
I think he is a Glober, isn't he? He is drunk. Yeah,
he is.
I seen a little video.
There's a
that Jerry and Apollo breakfast thing. Jeremy saying something about referring to the Apollo missions because of the Apollo. The flat earthers were saying that Jerry was referring to Apollo missions because on his video had this Apollo type breakfast stuff or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the bag of chips.
Something like that. Yeah, chips.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was a snack.
I don't get the hot button topic of the moon landing. It's still to this day, but they'll never deny it. They're going to cover it up even more.
Yeah, it's the whole show, you know. Yeah.
I've never seen the moon landing anything ever.
I have uploaded some videos related to the evolution, to the moon landing, and to the flat Earth, globe Earth, and so on. There's few older videos, but maybe you didn't see them.
Of course, 3 people. We have 3 people.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Nico did fine, Derek. Definitely. Derek says Nico did just fine. To stand against a person in spiritual error, it doesn't have to be entirely based on scientific method, in my opinion. But it's a good opinion. Could have
Did
been
Rainbow the Clown give him a thumbs up for this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when the enemy is destroying himself, just let him go. Because really, a lot of times he's just self-destructing. Like he just
they are done. They are done.
Into it.
Really.
You know,
They just can go with their demons. You know, this their whole life. They got to do this.
I know El Greco. He's certainly, there's nothing behind the eyes. He's definitely got a look of demon possession. If not, he's definitely influenced by demons without a doubt. I mean,
you got to.
I hate to be inside his head. I'm telling you, for a day, that would be horrible.
You decide this, and you get the treasuries.
Do you remember the guy, Flat Earther, Truther, rap singer? His nickname was ODD TV.
Yeah, I never heard something about it.
All right, so those are his 2 channels, one on Odyssey and one on the YouTube. So,
Okay. He make content, yes.
Yes.
I never.
He
saw
used to be on YouTube, but he's not so much on YouTube now because you have covered a few of these things.
Thanks.
He likes to go into like Saturnia and the rituals and how they coincide with the day's rituals and stuff. He has a lot of stuff like that.
Exposing now, he's exposing a lot of music industry on the YouTube and as well on Odyssey. Of course, he can't upload everything on YouTube, so it's on Odyssey mostly.
He had good music too.
Yes. Uploaded one of his older music videos.
I liked him. Yeah, he's a good man. Yeah. ODD.
So I remember seeing Saul on there with Karen B, and he just like completely turned on.
Oh no, that was terrible. Man.
This was
I liked her
this
too.
Was
and,
great.
You know, I liked her too, and then it's like they reveal who they are during these times. You know what I'm saying? Like, just their reaction alone made them.
Yeah, I know.
They're so willing to accept everything without looking at it first. They're like, oh yeah.
What's happened to Lauris? I've not seen him around a bit. Has he left?
I don't know, man.
No, he was not.
I haven't seen him around either. It's like, I don't know. It seems like every stream he goes on, people are like, get that guy off of here and shit, and it's like nobody wants him around, and I feel kind of bad about it. Look, when he started white knighting that fucking bullshit, and I was like, look, I ain't gonna do that, and I saw that for what it was, the tactic that was being used right there. As soon as I started talking, I says, when I was talking about how a movie production is made.
Yeah, right.
And she jumped right in. So, well, I'm professional. I know how movies are made and this, that, and the other. And I was like, that's all well and good. But the people in the audience is who I'm talking to. Okay? Mm-hmm. Those are who I'm talking to. Perhaps they don't know. Perhaps they don't know that many, many times the final scene is the first thing they shoot.
Yeah.
It's all scripted, right, Sal?
God damn, man. But to try to shut me down and get me off of that, boom, that tells me something right there. I'm on the right track. Okay, the fact that I'm getting hit hard right now by both Facebook trolls. Toon reared his ugly head out on Facebook to me for the first time. His bullshit. I told him he was just like an adolescent, effeminate man-child. And
it's about right.
And that's pretty much what it is right there. I mean, and that tells me that I'm over the target. That tells me when you catch the most flack, that's when you're over the target. And I'm like, cool, thanks for letting me know that I'm close. I'm hitting some nerves. Let's hear more about this missing day. What did you do all day on the 18th?
Yes.
Yep.
They were sleeping all day, so they slept all day. They didn't do anything.
Oh, shit.
I'm doing fine.
Well, Lowry was on Vlad's show the night before, I think.
Who was?
Lowry's on Vlad, sure.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen Vlad for ages, to be honest.
He was live this morning again.
No, I mean, he used to come here, didn't he? Like, I haven't seen him for ages.
Lowry, I know Lowry was on with him, and Mikey Smith was on with him this morning.
I don't know. Maybe I'll hit him up later and see what he's doing.
Yeah.
You below.
Okay, let's go.
So you're a Demolay, and you chose not to be a Mason, so your dad must have taken you to the Demolay Lodge, right?
What's a Demolay?
The little boy Masons.
No, I'm not a Demolay. You're probably an Eastern Star.
I don't even know what Eastern Star is. Oh my word!
So he joined the shrine. That's what he did.
So he joined a woman's fraternity.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done, Shawn.
I think he's making reference to the Shriners, not the Eastern Star.
No, he said Eastern Star.
Can't get a clue what he's talking about.
That's right.
Eastern Star is a woman's Masonic lodge, guys. Fraternity.
Gotcha.
I learn something new every day.
Do you know what that is? Isn't that just
Yes,
women?
it's for, yes, it's for women. Yes, you got the joke, didn't you?
Look how proud of him
He's, you can show this stuff good up, yeah.
Oh my word. Oh, insanity.
Doggy.
Look at moderator.
I got those.
Yeah, you should be embarrassed, Mike.
He really thinks it's funny, doesn't he? Like, oh, you get the joke, didn't you? Yeah. I was calling you a woman, Nico.
What's
Yes,
up,
I was
Mike?
calling you a woman.
What's up, Mike? Good to see you, man. Yeah, we're going to be discussing tomorrow something. So it's going to be interesting.
Wow.
So what else do you have? Masons aren't satanic. What else do you have?
Actually, Masons are. We explained how many times, but
wow.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't proved that they're not, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again,
they don't worship Satan, so they're not Satanists.
They do. Must you bring up where we literally got a 30-degree Mason coming up and saying Lucifer is the good guy, saying he's the bringer of light.
Oh, you got the drunk debunking chat.
Yeah, Mike. That's
All
what I
right,
said.
all right. I didn't know you knew. All right.
Let me quickly see if I can get it up.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
This is for you, Shawn Hawkins.
Shawn Hawkins.
The Mason Shriner says Lucifer is God.
Lucifer is God.
Lucifer, what is your problem?
Just that, sir.
Okay.
I'm a Christian, sir.
I'm pure and virtuous and wholesome and innocent. How can you say anything bad about me?
Sir, you need to be born again.
I am born again.
Now, did you just say that you are Lucifer?
I am Lucifer.
Okay, define Lucifer for me.
Pure, virtuous, wholesome, innocent individual that's out to help people.
Lucifer is?
Yeah.
Say that again. Lucifer is a pure, holy...
Virtuous.
Virtuous. Now, is he the Lucifer that God created?
That's the same one.
Oh, man, this is great. I'm going to put this on the internet.
Oh,
Amen.
God bless you,
Amen.
brother.
Because that's exactly what the Shriners and Masons teach, is that Lucifer is light.
No.
And you're
what about
confirming
those hospitals?
You know what, sir? Jesus said, many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, we did not do these good deeds in your name? And you'll say, away from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you.
Jesus said it?
In Matthew chapter 5.
Mercy.
No.
That's hard to believe.
So you're a Christian and you don't know that. Actually.
No, I really am.
You are.
Because I'm pure and virtuous.
You're pure and virtuous, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. In other words, you're perfect without Jesus, right?
No.
Okay, tell me about Jesus. Who is Jesus?
Well, he's my leader.
Is he the Son of God?
Yes, he is.
Is he the only worshipful master?
Yes.
Have you ever been called worshipful master?
No, because I've just been too busy. I've been working.
Working.
Been working to help people.
What
like
kind
you.
of work? Okay.
Get out of here.
See?
Wow.
He said it.
Wow.
So can I make that any clearer to Shawn Hawkins that he has no idea what he's talking about?
Hopefully he's streaming this right now.
Oh yeah, he is.
Of course.
Flashman. Whoa.
No, he's not. Can you believe it?
Well, he's not. Right.
Yeah.
Proud of you, Shawn. Proud of you.
Thought this was Flatzoid part 3482.
Well, I think people have been saying he's obsessed with me, so he's trying to prove them wrong.
Oh, maybe.
So, that's a good thing. Okay.
So you think everyone's a Satanist, pedophile, pedo, fucking what, sodomite?
Yeah.
Because you're a paranoid little man, Nico. You're a paranoid, scared, delusional little man.
I've actually been climbing this mountain of satanic evil deception for the last few years now, and I trampled a lot of evil.
Look at those eyes again.
Look at the eyes.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that's demonic. That's either demonic or drugs or both.
I think that's
right picture. So right picture.
That's demonic, man. It's the demons inside him literally
They're
crying out.
They're rumbling. Yeah.
Well,
he's the guy on the street that wanders and say, amen. That's the one I'm praying against. In Jesus' name, I rebuke the devil out. Like seriously,
Because he makes me think of in the Bible when it describes Legion, and Jesus rebukes the demons and they're asked to go into the swine.
Yeah,
that's what this reminds me of.
Yeah,
have we come to torment us before our time?
There was a guy in New York. He was naked. He was walking around with a pole, hitting people. As soon as I saw that, that's exactly the man on the tombs, the one that had legions of demons in him. And so, as we get closer to the end, we're going to start seeing some things like God's reaping power, but the demonic is real. So that's why we don't wrestle with flesh and blood.
Exactly.
As Saul said, he's going to let the demons go because he has nobody else in there. So.
That's what I said the other day. Yeah, he's not letting them go. He's keeping them. The demons actually want out, and Sean's like, no, you're my friends. You're staying.
Or you ever heard of Sean? Come out of that demon now.
Nice.
Well, exposed a lot of demons.
You made a fool out of yourself on the internet and in real life, Nico. That's all you've done.
And it looks like as we're getting to the top and closing in on the New World Order, we run into this great deception called the final.
Dude, that is like
it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Like you could see it before, but now it's always there. Before it was like, you could see it now and then again, but it's just always there now. Especially the eyebrow thing. I mean, is that new?
It tells everything, the way he's breathing, the way his eyes are twitching, the way everything, his whole body language.
Everything is working.
Very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
I mean, he's one step from a 360 turning head and
soup.
Yeah, like the Exorcist. Wow.
Crazy, I can't do this, but
even Nico, check his face, like, what the hell, man?
You've got to see it. You've got to see it.
Yeah.
Experiment Antarctica, and I was just like, this is the big one. Smashed it wide open. 666 months after Apollo 11 took place. So there's your coding there for your 666. And
why is the number 6 scary?
You already know that it's prophesized in Revelation 13:18.
No, 6616 is the actual number of the beast, and that.
What?
Where do you get that?
What? No, it's not.
16.
Six score and 66. What?
I mean, I've heard people saying there's a discrepancy between 666 and maybe 616 or something. But
now he gets in the scene. He 6 times the 6 was said.
Probably he's talking about the document which was released in the 1666.
Huh?
I can pull out some data for you if you want, guys.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be the number of man to start with is 6.
How?
Right?
How?
Okay.
It's called Sekivi Act 1666. Presumed dead, lost at sea. Maritime law, Admiralty law.
Yeah. Sean says 6616.
6. Yeah, that's not the same.
He mixed up even that. So he said like a 6616.
Yeah, that's what he said, yeah. It's was it 600, 3 score and 6.
There we go. So it's 666.
Yeah.
Shawn needs to be delivered. I don't.
Definitely.
He needs to be delivered. I forgive me, Lord, because I don't. He needs to be delivered.
It's evident. You know? I mean, you don't need much of
discernment,
spiritual discernment to discern demons in Shawn. I mean, I think even someone that's not Christian would know, or suspect anyway.
Yeah.
If we're not, to be Christ-like is to see that and ask him to be delivered from that. I mean,
right.
Okay.
I just got convicted, brothers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is.
That's good.
He needs deliverance. That's for sure.
He does. He needs. He
and he knows
deliverance.
I've been saying this to him for quite a few years now. So,
when I was at Bible college, I was working in the front, and there was a ministry going on, and I was in charge of these young people. I'm going to tell you the story, this testimony, and we would watch the altar and stuff, and it was a children's program, and I had teenagers with me during the summer, and they had an altar call, and one of the kids that were with me started like stiffening up and going, and he started like tensing up, and this demon manifested in him. And the Holy Spirit went to me and gave me the assignment, if you will. Okay. And he assigned me to this young man. He said, ask him what his name is. And I said, what is your name? And he looked at me, the boy, it wasn't the boy, and he growled, anger. And it said, in the name of Jesus, I bind you, and you come out of that boy right now. And so I started, speaking over his life, and saying, come out of him right now. And you know what happened, guys? The young man wasn't letting him go. And the Holy Spirit said, tell him to let it go. Okay. And I said, let it go. And he said, okay. And he let it go. And I'm telling you guys, it left. And all these like children's pastors were around with their hands extended. It was crazy. Like, I'll never forget it, man. And the peace of God just came over everybody within like a few feet of that. And so, it's nothing. I did nothing. There was nothing I did. It was only an assignment that God has given you and me and everyone else. That He's given us authority over demons.
Yep.
Exactly. In my name. So, there we go.
You get really angry in these times.
What's that?
They get really angry when you debate them or something.
Yes.
They don't. They are uncomfortable and they don't feel good. They don't feel good. You see this.
I wonder where the demons go when they are thrown out from the body.
That's the thing.
It's very good.
The problem with the demons is they need a host. They need a dwelling place. So
where they go?
Yeah, so they go until they can find the closest host. So that's why it's very important, especially if you're doing deliverance, that you have the Holy Spirit in you, because if the Holy Spirit's in you, there's no place for the demon.
Exactly. Because I mean, like you just said yourself, don't you? If it clears out the demons, and then there's nothing there to kill it, then
Because
it'll bring 7 lots of their mates.
yeah, but think about it this way: if you had to open a door and you see Jesus there, okay, and let's for instance you put yourself in as a demon, and you are looking for a house, and you open a door and you see Jesus there. Do you think you're going to go in there?
You know, light and darkness don't live in the same place.
Exactly. I still don't know where he got 1616, whatever he said.
6616, I think he said.
Was Nero's name.
Yeah,
That's Hebrew gematria for Nero.
Keep turning the other cheek. You have to go to scripture and to
read. Oh, look at him again. After he says it, he knows he's lying.
I mean, look at this. I mean, this is not eye problems or eyesight problems or anything like that, like focusing on anything. That's no, I'm sorry. It's
yes,
that's spiritual. That's spiritual.
The Hebrew name, he said, the numerical equivalent is 666, not 6616, whatever he said. What's he talking about? 6616? No.
Do not know.
Yeah, wrong, Shawn.
So how could anything be 666?
Nero's name was 666, and Revelations literally talks about the number of the beast being 666. By the way, that could even be allegorical to your heliocentric globe belief. You do know that could be the beast system.
Yeah. Plenty of sixes in all the measurements. Plenty.
Yeah.
Again, I do my research, Nico. You don't.
Very poorly.
We just debunked your research in like 2 seconds. Man.
Wow. Does he believe what he's saying, or is he just lying? I don't know.
Let's regroup a little bit here. Guys, make sure in the audience, thank you so much, 283 people. I really appreciate you guys here supporting the stream. If you guys could definitely hit that like button.
Okay, let's get back to it.
In about 5 minutes, I will be prioritizing things back. You got a lot of points. Nico, did you want to bring up what would be the point that you would want to address the most right now?
Well, still all of them pretty much, but again, we're not getting the evidence or the proof to debunk the evidence that we have brought up, right? We have so many gates now, and not one of them has been destroyed in a due manner and good timing, according to the world we're in and how AI and editing and we know things are time sensitive, which is why in the first place we needed live streams. So that would take away from, it's even though you can still live stream, edit as you go, right? So, that would have been what I would have jumped on if they were able to live stream the 24-hour sun, but they couldn't. So probably didn't have the budget for that.
How do you edit a live stream in real time? How do you do that?
It's actually very simple. You have a recorded video playing live. You know, like what we're doing with you now. We're playing your recorded stream. It's already over, but we're playing it live right now for us. So in other words, it can be manipulated. Not hard. So in other words, if they were live in Antarctica, they could have had a pre-recorded video playing live.
That's why people were in Witsit's comments saying, show us your breath in that, because people were saying, is this even really a live stream?
And you know, when he was doing that breath thing, he could have still been in a studio doing that live, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, you know what I wondered? I mean, the no live stream was a dead giveaway to just deception, right?
You're
My
still
thing
there.
is never you timestamp it from 6 a.m. to or sorry, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. if you only had 12 hours. Do you remember? Why not get the most important part? You know, like that 12 hours. You remember how they said that?
Yep. Well,
Why not do 6 p.m. to 6
I
a.m.?
want to ask Mark Herman, actually, if he would please release that 12-hour recording live that they had. Why did they take it down? I would like them to release that for us.
Exactly.
Why did they take it down?
Those who have nothing to hide.
If the stream just ended, fine. Why did they take it down? That's my whole point. Because that ties in with what McKeegan said to me when we were talking, where he said it went down behind. We recorded and went behind the mountain, then quickly fixed himself. Said no, it went above. So yeah, it's a bit weird, because if it just went down, you wouldn't bother about taking it off. You would leave it there to show, listen, now we attempted it, it didn't work, and that's how far we got. But they took it down. No talk of it, nothing. I even went on Candace Owens' things looking. She's not even talking about it, not even talking about sending someone to Antarctica.
You're right. That is odd. That's bizarre, because you just left more holes to fill because you didn't even attempt it. It was like all we heard was the mound broke. He broke my, all this stuff. Like, were the Three Stooges out there?
That's just incompetence. Oh, I had an update, and then Starlink had an update.
Yeah.
Don't you think you guys would have done the updates before you did the things?
And why did you take it down?
That's my point. Why take it down? Just leave it up. It's already recorded. It's shown. You recorded it on Rumble, so it should be there. But instead, you removed the video.
Maybe the sun went down in the process.
The most unprepared. So unprepared. And Witsit always kept going, you're going to want me down there. It's all about self. You're going to want me down there because no one else can handle it. Yeah. Meanwhile, you forgot stuff. Okay. Like all kinds of stuff and broke stuff, like, really?
Yeah, it's quite sad.
It just makes me want to go some more. It really does. Makes me want to take the trip, man.
Yeah, guys, do help Roger Ledwell go. Like I said, Roger, even if you don't make enough money to go this year, you can always go next year. The difference between you going and what these guys did is they had a very specific reason they needed to do it this year, because they planned it like that. You are going for actual truth, so it doesn't matter if it takes you 3 years to make the money to go. You're just going for accusation. How can I put it? Inquisitive thought to see if it's actually true. That's it. With them, it's like they had to make it a deadline. They had to make it happen at that certain. That's also dodgy to me. Why couldn't they just say, okay, we can do it next year too? Instead, no, it has to be this year. It has to be this year.
Yeah. At this date, yeah.
That was Eddie Banjo's red flag, the first guy in Brazil that wanted to do it. He had to be there on 2024.
It's a bit odd.
It is.
That Nico.
It can be done. I've
Well, show me. Explain it. Take me through the process. How you do it.
All right, let's see what we can bring up here. Just give me a second. Go ahead, talk while I just.
I got an idea how you can do it. Has anybody ever watched a sports and a game on, for instance, Formula One? When they have those things coming up on screen in real time?
Yeah.
Like the names and how fast they're riding, the times. That's real-time editing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's editing, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you tell me.
Yeah, Flats, I'm going to drop out, mate.
Shotman, it was good having you here.
God bless you.
Good.
Cheers,
Bye-bye. Cheers, man.
Night.
Cheers.
Con!
Con's gone.
Oh, by the way, Sov, I've been getting some comments on that Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
You went over to go see him? I went on there and he was live streaming my Sov stream at the same time, dude. I went over there. That's weird. You got a stalker, Sov. You do.
Oh, I know.
Right. Night, guys. God bless.
Cheers, mate.
Good night.
bless
Good
you.
night. Be blessed.
I guess I triggered Shawn earlier when I called him a monkey. I put up a post here a little bit an hour ago that said, SSUM called me a monkey today. I'd rather be a monkey than a maggot clan member. It's like, well,
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Where's your robe and hood at? So
I thought you left the clan.
Was he implying that I'm a clan member? I thought, he was just doing a comparison. I guess, yeah, I would rather be a monkey than a clan member too, I suppose. I don't really see the relevance in it, but hey.
Yeah, true. He didn't really specify, did he, that you are the clan member? There you go.
All good.
Bring up some real-time live editing. Well, you see it all the time when you're watching your sports and stuff. They use a tricaster. You can put on lower thirds and stuff, right? Live. And
yeah, that you can add to it.
So
do overlays.
Technology's there, yeah.
So you can do overlays. So that's editing live. You just said he couldn't do.
Wow. And then how is he going to recover from this one? That's my question.
By the way, overlays, you can add people to it too. You can remove people to it. You can add a sun.
In real time. Yes.
In real time. He does know that. So literally they could have added the sun in real time if they wanted to.
After it went down, yes. They just added a sun in.
It's a film production. It's like a film production.
Exactly.
Can do that. So
prove that they did that. And again, not
I
your
don't need
opinion.
to. They
Prove
didn't
that they
live
did
stream
that.
it. They didn't do
This
that.
is your claim, Nico.
Live stream it.
Your
Because
claim,
they
Nico.
were able to, which they
Listen, Shawn, he said they didn't do the live stream. Now you're telling him to prove they did it. How? They didn't do a live stream.
My God. He's mental. He's not getting it.
He literally said they didn't do the
Anybody who
24-hour live stream. Now he's saying prove they edited the 24-hour live stream. Which one? The one they didn't do?
God. Styles holding his head over here just like the moderator.
It literally makes me feel like what I did last night with Critical Think. I don't know how much times I had to re-explain to him in the most dumbed-down fashion I can that he doesn't have science. No matter what you do, it just doesn't get through. It's just exactly like with Shawn.
He thinks he lives on a sphere lander.
Chris.
Yeah, all right.
I was going to say, if you go fall asleep, turn your
landing
camera
was
off.
real.
So no, it's all good, man.
All right, I thought you were falling asleep.
No.
We're only halfway through with this one.
I've done it. I fell asleep on my own live stream. I fell asleep.
No, I'm not like that.
So long.
PJ, I'm not like that. No.
Well, if you want to go have a viral meme, you just have to just sit there for like 10 hours.
Everything perfect.
Vicky woke me up. When it was only like 2 seconds, but yeah, I drifted off.
Yeah, when you're up today, it's okay. Yeah.
PJ's got like 15 minutes of me snoring on his stuff.
Yeah, I had to kick you out last night as well, Roger. You fell asleep last night as well.
I had somebody fall asleep on my stream.
You had somebody fall asleep?
Yeah, you could hear him snoring. I was like, what is that noise? And it was like, oh my God, he fell asleep, man. And you watch his little avatar, you'd go, and it was sitting there vibrating. We were laughing so hard about that.
Yeah, Roger did it
a year or so ago, man.
Yeah, guys, please hit the likes. Really would appreciate it. And share the show. You guys rock. Okay, let's carry on.
they didn't, that's the way that could be explained.
They did live stream, Nico. Everybody there live streamed, except for Elizabeth. I'm not sure if Elizabeth did it, but everyone there live streamed for hours at a time.
Hours.
35 minutes. Let's put it this way: is a half an hour hours? Is an hour hours?
Yeah,
It's
24 hours.
They live stream from a studio.
Yeah. Quite crazy.
Getting too hot for them.
No
overlays.
breath. No, it just.
But that's the thing. I was listening to another chat with Dave McKeegan with that cyber waffle or whatever, and he was like, "Yeah, it was so hot. I only had a t-shirt on and a normal microfiche jacket because it was so warm. I was getting very hot."
Yeah.
In minus 8 degrees Celsius weather. Minus 8 degrees Celsius weather, you're getting
minus 17 degrees. Yeah, I know. This is
I'm
not
sorry, I don't
cold.
know that.
We have now minus 2 degrees outside, and it's not warm. You know, you don't like to go outside because it's cold.
No wind.
No, it's minus 2.
Antarctica is the origin of all.
Right.
That's the first I ever
And there
noticed.
was
That's
no
the first
wind.
thing I noticed was no wind.
You saw nothing. You saw nothing.
Not even enough to blow a hair strand.
Sorry, but
Well, I guess we can go home. There's nothing to see here. That's right. We're all good.
they're so angry. No penguins, no military,
no
tanks, nothing is there.
And no guns either. No guns.
Wind speeds in Antarctica often exceed 100 miles per hour.
There you go.
Wow. You see?
That's back to the Bible too.
You see? These are rough terrains.
They call the airflow gets stronger, turning fast-flowing winds called katabatic winds. These katabatic winds roar towards the coast of Antarctica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cold. Yucky, yucky.
Because it's pulling the cold air from the ice sheets down to lower elevations.
That's what I mean. I mean, apparently the one next to a mountain, if you've got any type of wind at all, you've got downdraft, all that kind of thing. You know, in a valley like this, between mountains, then you've got a channel where wind should be going through.
Yep. And they said the mountains blocked. You know, the mountains blocked the wind. You were in the middle of a desert. I mean, there's, and it was. I like when Duffy pulls his. Look at the sun in all its glory. It was like crystal clear, like audio. Like I would have put like a ceiling fan in front of it.
I don't know if you guys didn't realize this. Why, whenever they moved their camera positions, there was no, and I mean no autofocus coming into play at all. There was no, when you move a camera, it tries to autofocus on a certain scene, you know? There was none of this autofocus fixing at all.
True.
It just stayed exactly the same. And it was crystal clear right through. So there wasn't even showing really a depth of field view where the plane stops and beyond that is out of focus.
Yeah.
A lot of editing, dude. A lot of
That
editing.
is why I do still think they edited it. It's one of the things.
Yeah. It's always the same distance.
Because even look at it, it changes focus.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Okay.
It does. Yeah.
It's simple. Everything changes focus because it has to change. It's trying to compensate for that field of view, that depth of field. And because these guys had GoPros and they had all these things, the field of view is constantly changing.
Yeah. Gotcha. Set.
But they all matched each other. So, and I already debunked your vape gate. So, what else you got?
Hasn't
Nico?
debunked anything.
Well, that didn't get debunked. It actually stands and was admitted to by Austin, and even Dave explained it from his footage. So
Right, then it's not Vapegate. It's been explained.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God, they are so in.
Yes, it has been explained a million times.
Yeah,
Does that
Austin
mean
lied
it's
about
not?
vaping.
Does that mean it's not deceptive still? Does it mean it's still not Vapegate? No. If it's been explained, it still means it's been shown true that it's been deceptive.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's not a mystery.
Well, it's not a mystery because it's been shown how we did it.
Or a conspiracy to hide the truth. The truth has not been hidden. It's been exposed. So next.
Yeah, and it was explained that deception was involved to fake breath. So there you go. So you admit that deception was a part
Well
of
done,
it.
Nico.
So like I said in the intro, if you're gonna lie and deceive for something that small, what else could have been? So again, I'm saying if you're already in that, the way it just happened so fluently and easy for him to just jump on that deception means that it was probably definitely a part of the bigger deception they were in. Is why it needed to be done.
You ever throw a surprise birthday party for somebody? Are you married? Better yet, are you married? Do you have a girlfriend? What? Just say yes.
No, I'm not.
If your wife didn't want you to do something, and you got caught doing it, would you be honest?
Oh boy.
Probably not, right?
Wow. So because he would be dishonest, so that means everybody else would be dishonest.
Wow.
This goes back to the stream we had earlier, by the way.
If you're going, if he's trying to get at the point of like we were saying we saw that the other day about if you ask if your missus says, "Oh, does Mass look fat in this?" You got to say, "No, it looks fine." Yes, that's a lie, but there's nothing dark behind it. It's not for deceit. It's not for deceitful purposes. It's not for ominous purposes or dark purposes. It's just so that it doesn't hurt our feelings. That's it. There's a difference between lying for deception and dark purposes, ill intent. Yes.
Well, in this topic,
I don't think people understand. I don't think people understand what deception really means. I think they have a colloquial, and this is the problem because it's usually atheists. They're trying to make a moral standpoint, but hijack it from a godly worldview. So they don't have an actual understanding of what the word actually means because they don't have a moral stand ground.
Let's go with ends justify the means.
Yeah. Because this is the same when every time I ask an atheist, where do you get your morals from?
So, I mean,
where do you get your morals from? You don't have morals.
Because implying that if he did have a missus, if he had a missus, that he would cheat on her, and if he did cheat on her, he wouldn't tell her the truth about it. That's a horrible question.
Yeah, but that's him.
That's terrible.
Doesn't mean everybody else will do that.
Exactly. Why would you go there? I mean, why would you go there to try and make a point about lying being okay?
Well, they should be lying about any of this to start with.
That's dark purposes if you're cheating and all that kind of stuff. So.
But it's yeah. Let's say that scenario happened, okay, and now he got caught doing it. He got caught, Shawn. Do you understand that? So what's he going to do? Deny it or?
Hide it.
Okay, but that's
what Austin was doing. No, that's not a completely different thing. That's exactly what Austin was doing. His wife didn't want him to vape anymore. He got caught vaping. He tried to cover it up. Yeah, that happens to everybody. Okay, what?
Next. No, not.
So he got caught vaping, and how does that not make it Vapegate anymore? How does that now take away Nico's argument that it's still based on deception?
Yeah, the whole thing is he was trying to fake his breath. That's really the truth.
And I'm gonna take credit for giving him the excuse of I was hiding it from my wife. I came up with that first. I came up with that before he ever did.
You did say maybe his wife didn't want him to vape anymore, so he was trying to keep it from her. Exactly.
Yeah. Please say yes.
But I still don't see how that debunks what Nico was saying. Nico just said it's built on deception. So why trust anything? And he's saying, well, he got caught, and so therefore it's okay. So he's trying to justify the means. That doesn't debunk anything. That's just you saying it's okay to deceive.
Exactly.
That's not a sign
Not everyone
of deception
is involved
of the
in-
TFE.
Not everyone is involved in an experiment to prove or disprove globe Earth, flat Earth, whatever it may be. That was a big experiment. Money was involved, funding, that kind of stuff happened. So, yeah.
Now, did Jaron vape?
What's that?
Yes or no?
That's not- that was
Did
not-
MC2?
Yeah,
Did
exactly. It's got nothing to do with it whatsoever.
Fair play from going up.
Did I hear him say non sequitur?
He did.
Moderating?
He
What was
did.
that? Yeah.
Fair play.
Oh.
MC Tune vape? Did Will
They
Duffy
didn't get
vape?
caught faking their breath like Austin did.
Did
I want to
Will-
find out something. Didn't Witsit say that they were all vaping there?
I don't know. Did he?
I don't remember.
I've seen videos like a lot of people vaping there and drinking and stuff inside the compound. A couple
No,
of their
but
streams.
Sharonism was sleeping, no? Was taking a nap 2 hours of his time lapse.
Look at this. Of course, atheists have morals. What kind of silly talk is that? They don't have morals because your morals as an atheist hinges on the belief of God's standard. Us as Christians have a standard for morality. We have a line to know where morality is. As an atheist, you don't have anything other than what feels good to you. Let me make an example. John thinks it's okay to steal. He doesn't find it immorally wrong because why? There is no repercussions because he enjoys it. Sally thinks it is wrong. Why? What makes her opinion better than his? They're both atheists. What makes her opinion better than his? Nothing. Because
Nothing.
his moral standards aren't the same as her moral standards. They have no foundation to base a moral standard because it's just about self-opinion. When it comes to like Christians, we understand morality comes from the person that guides us and made the standard of morality.
Right. And we're held accountable
Exactly. We have accountability.
by his. Yeah.
At the end of it all, there's nobody to answer to for an atheist. That's
Nope,
the
they
point.
don't have it. Yep. Stroops the Cat, thank you for your $5 super chat. Says, Austin is smart. He knew before he left it was a strong argument, but went anyway knowing it would affect his reputation. Somebody made worth it money. I agree.
Great.
I remember there was a guy who was talking about the atheists, and he asked them, "Who do you think created you?" Nothing created me. So what happens to you when you die? Nothing. Oh, okay. So you go back to your creator, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I
I've
want
heard
to
that
say
one
that I agree with Stroops the Cat. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. If he says it doesn't, it doesn't matter, then why did he go? Why did he go?
And also,
What did
this
he want to
claim
know?
of there are hundreds of videos from the South showing a 24-hour sun, and we've known for 100 years, and all this other shit. Then why the hell did you go?
Yeah, why waste money on it?
What
Just
the
say,
hell?
here's the video you said
Ignore
showing
it.
it, so why go?
Why you went there?
Oh, most of them been debunked and defrauded. So yeah, that's why they went.
Why they don't,
Add
don't
to the
just
collection.
make a phone call, yeah? To the workers. Pay them $500 to say the truth.
Elizabeth vape? No, she didn't. None of them did except for Austin. So how can VapeGate debunk the TFE?
Because he deceived you. He shows if he's able to lie about one thing, why wouldn't he lie about the other thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's not just Whitsitt that got caught lying about things. The guy who set it up, Will Duffy, was literally started off the thing on deception and tried to make an excuse about the deception and says it's okay to deceive.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And always planted those seeds of deception to every show he went on afterwards. He would always say, "This is good." He just kept, if we see the sun, there's no more flat Earth. If we see the sun, there's no more flat Earth. All the time. That was his mission the whole time.
And I mean, another lie that people aren't really talking about came out at the beginning as I'm neutral. I don't have any bite in this battle, flat or flat. I just want this to get sorted. Literally, maybe he said that anti-flat Earth to the T.
Yeah. Bastard, Bastard, satanic bastard, man.
Hey.
So
Chill
yeah.
with the language, Chris.
So
No, sorry, but the guys are shills, you know. This is just true.
Yeah, one bastard was enough.
No. They are just bastards, you know.
Okay, that's fun now.
Yeah, like that.
So they were born out of wedlock.
You do know
He's
that
the only one that did it.
even if there
Nico.
was, I don't believe
And
it was, but
vaping
even if there was a 24-hour sun, it doesn't prove or disprove flat or globe. It's as simple as that.
Yep,
But in their mind, it does. That's why they're pushing so much this lie.
Yeah, Crashes, we actually have video footage of Austin sitting there with a cigarette in his hand, smoking. Now, that's the funny thing. This is the guy that supposedly doesn't smoke, doesn't vape, doesn't drink.
Crazy.
But they say he was drunk in Punta Arenas. He was smoking. He was vaping.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense.
Crazy. Never heard.
I think we're missing something, guys. If they don't have a 24-hour sun, it debunks the globe. Period.
Of course.
That's what I said at the beginning. Yeah, the reason they need to lie is because everything will be in disarray if it was shown that the sun went down. So they were forced to lie. They forced.
Yeah.
It's for the greater good, guys.
Yeah.
Global unitarianism.
They had to fake it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, they
You know, I was
absolutely.
I was thinking if I would have done this, like, because I was new, and I see this, the new person that's looking for answers is going to get deceived more than you established flat earthers. It was real dangerous because it was already, like if you were on the fence, then I could see how the people, because it's growing so exponentially, you know what I'm saying? And they had to stun the growth of this, that's how I see it.
They gave us a clap.
Yeah. The newbie flat earther is it could be deceived.
Yeah, of course, it's much hate of us. Yeah.
Right.
But they cannot be deceived anymore because too much info came about it. So there are a lot of videos related to the subject. So they look into it. All right, something not right.
Yep. Let's keep bringing the truth. Keep shining that light.
Broke back glacier.
Nothing to do.
Super silent.
With the 24-hour sun that you saw in the sky for 24 hours. Nothing. It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Just your paranoia.
Just my paranoia. So you guys don't really have a good argument to back up.
You see demons everywhere, Nico. You think everyone's amazing. Everyone's a sodomite.
I can see the demons in you.
He says, I can see the demons in you. Yeah.
That's it. I knew that was going to come.
Nice. Nico.
This is also true. Duffy admitted on work on TFE for over a year and was still an obvious deception. Says it all. And I know McToon was involved in this from the beginning.
McToon, yeah.
But it's all right to lie if you're protecting something.
Yep.
Fight the flat earth.
He was his little debate helper on his shoulder. Every time.
Yeah,
he would echo.
But that's why Shawn even asked him. are you friends with McToon? Because you sound exactly like McToon. You do his exact tactics. And he's like, I don't even know who McToon is.
Sure he didn't. That's why he was at his church preaching. Yeah. I have no idea.
Well, that's also another thing. Who goes to a person's church and just does what McToon said to there, trying to discredit the Bible he's supposed to be promoting?
I know. Just trying to discredit the Bible and flat earth on a day that they would usually have a I don't know, a word, a sermon or whatever, a service maybe.
It was a
blasphemous in front of a congregation, and not one confession of Christ, not one prayer or anything. Just trying to debunk flat earth and discredit the Bible in front of his congregation.
I showed you what kind of pastor he is.
I mean, you couldn't get it right. He's thinking that the Bible is talking about pi, and with King Solomon's temple, it wasn't even talking about pi because he doesn't understand what was being explained with the circumference to diameter to diameter.
Yeah, from room
literally
to
just explaining
top to bottom rather than diameter.
Because it's explaining a cauldron, and he's saying, "Oh, it's saying pi, so it got pi wrong." No, dude, it's just you trying to misrepresent what the word says.
This old preacher named Shambrock. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He said there's 3 types of people in the pulpit. Yeah. Man, the devil, or God.
Gotcha.
He's a Pentecostal preacher, isn't he?
Yep. R.W. Shambrock.
Yeah.
It's because it's true. It's true.
Yeah, the evil and the good stays, but also the good.
If you're not in it for the money and the fame, you're in it for the gospel, man. That's what you really need. That's what the whole thing's all about.
I mean, the Holy Spirit, not the Holy Spirit, the word of the highest, the word of the high.
Paranoia. You're afraid of everything, Nico.
I'm pretty sure others can see it too.
Mm-hmm.
No, other paranoid, delusional people, they see it.
All right, guys. Well, that wraps up. That was actually about 30 minutes of back and forth because you guys were getting somewhere there, and I wanted you guys to keep on going.
Where'd they go? I don't think they went anywhere.
I think it's the end of it.
No, I think he muted it.
Over on Twitch, I appreciate.
There you go. Okay, well, I guess that's it
Something
then.
here.
Well, I'm
let's
sure.
have super chats then.
Yeah, we've.
It is that.
Like talking about Nazis now and the Jews, right? That's what he's going to go for because they didn't want to get killed. They lied about the Jews in their basement.
I think he also said at the stage that NASA was based off of the foundation of George. What is the guy that's Satanist?
Von Braun.
Crowley.
Crowley.
Aleister Crowley.
Aleister Crowley.
And he had a big revelation when he was dying. And he was saying that it's so wrong. And there is report from the woman. She saw him when he was dying. So I think he saw Christ or angel or Holy Spirit. I have no idea. But at his when he was lying on the bed, he was saying those words. So he awakened a bit too late.
Oh, I just put up. Is Aleister Crowley linked to NASA origin? Yes, Aleister Crowley, a notorious occultist, is linked to the origins of NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL. Crowley's disciple, Jack Parsons, was a rocket engineer and co-founder of JPL. Parsons was also a Marxist and the key figure in American space program. Crowley was a Satanist and occultist. Parsons was a follower of Crowley and was obsessed with Crowley's religion dilemma.
Do what thou wilt.
And I know Shawn Hawkins said, I do my research. That's not true. How does a guy who died before NASA was conceived to actually have any part in its origins? There we go.
Von Braun was the base for the American rocket plan. He was from Nazi party and he was moved to USA during the Operation Paperclip.
There were 16
from Brown, yeah.
Yup.
Him and Disney were buddies.
I've watched a lot there. Werner von Braun as well.
We should actually do a video on the origins of NASA, because I don't. There's a lot of things that odd that people don't really understand.
We have to include Kubrick with the.
Kubrick,
yeah, that's a rabbit
trail.
trail.
From the NASA.
They definitely worship phallic symbols, though. It's a lot in their rhetoric.
I have some on my channel video.
I said that. I'm sorry.
Go on. I wait.
I said that to Toon too. I told him. I said I'm surprised. I was talking about him ranting around with it, into his phone, yelling at Nathan and shit. I said, you look like some kind of an effeminate man child. I fuck! I lost my thought, man. Shit.
Obviously a lot.
No, I was like, I said, what were you actually trying to prove there? What is it that you're trying to do? And he just dropped it like a hot potato. He don't want to talk no more about it. I was like, how was you getting even a cell signal? What were you going through Starlink? I'm supposed to believe you were ranting on a phone through Starlink while these other guys are trying to use the internet to do important shit. Are you kidding me? Get out of here, man.
Well, he was on Discord when he did
Thank you for the shadows and revealing more truth. The crazy local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what they did on the 18th. That's what I want to know.
They slept, man. They slept.
Yeah, you're in a new country you've never been in before, a culture that you've never experienced before. You're not even going to go out and take a look around. Maybe go into town and, see about like what kind of restaurants do they have? Wonder what their grocery stores look like around here. What's their everyday world like?
Yes, around us.
Witsit and Jaron. I'm just playing the advocate here. Witsit and Jaron would say, "Well, we were out of money," and so that was another telling thing about Witsit, was that he felt the Lord was bringing him there. He always said, the Creator brought me there. But by the way, at the end he was begging for money, and I put on his chat. I said, when God guides, He provides.
Amen.
Okay, when He guides, He provides. I'm not going to go to some foreign country and do missionary work without God's opening that door for me. He's going to make a way.
You ask also. Also, you do things and you ask God, should I do this? Should I not do this? Give me opening and understanding about the things. What did He just do? Let me do it.
I just remembered my thought.
Yeah.
And I finished up and I said, that was so piss poor done. I said, I'm surprised they didn't Kubrick your ass for that.
No answer. Huh?
Yeah, long members.
Yeah, there was a woman. She said that there was a last will, and it could be only open after Kubrick's death, and he supposedly admitted that it was all created in a studio. I have a video on my channel.
I've seen it. That's a good video.
Mm-hmm.
Jaron Nissen was a NASA boy, really. I believe. For a long time.
Again, if you're looking for anything, guys, you're invited to my channel. Just type the phrase, the search field, and probably I have it.
I get it honestly on my computer.
All Nico had to say was, okay, listen, you believe that we landed on the moon, so this debate's over. I mean, I can't.
You just had to say that.
That's all
I
you
have to say. I wasn't too. I was actually impressed with Nico. He didn't do too bad for what we saw. There was a few things he could have done differently, but overall, he wiped the floor with Shawn. Shawn had nothing but insults.
I agree.
And just saying, prove it. Prove it.
Right.
That's all.
I agree. I thought he did pretty good too. I liked his patience. I do, because he was calling them names and stuff, and he just
sat there.
Invited more people to, I just don't like the way, kind of gotta sit back and let him destroy himself.
That's it.
I didn't see a debate there at all, gentlemen. That was not really a debate. That was like, nuh-uh. And that was about the end of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The bigger fool made itself obvious.
Yeah, I see Shawn put up another post too saying that apparently I'm crying about him not debating me or something. Maybe he mistakes laughing for crying. But anyway, then he's asking his non-existent audience, I guess, should he debate me? Should he debate me? And I'm like, well, yeah, go ahead. I got a link tagged every time, man. Come on up.
How about now, Shawn? We're more than happy to help you now, man.
Jeez. But he got his pride hurt when I called him a monkey on here earlier. So
I remember the day you were supposed to debate him, and he texted you he wasn't going to do it. We're on.
Hell no, he didn't even text me. He said it in the chat of the debate right before it started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
was a bit.
Okay.
I was like, you got to be kidding me, man! Wow. So what are we gonna do now?
Well, unlike his debate he had with me, where he comes to debate me and he didn't say anything. I'm talking. He's just sitting there dead still. Brandon Pierce, thank you very much, you two Australians. He says, Flatzoid, say park your car in the car park. Park your car in the car park. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you
what
for
was
the appreciate it.
That was easy.
Park your car in the car park.
It's like when people do that from Boston. Park your car and have it.
He's making fun of your Afrikaan. Yeah.
He's making fun of your accent.
Park your car in the car park.
I get it. I'm there. I got it.
Yeah, I could do a Boston accent. Park the car.
Park the car in the car park.
There you go. Super.
Super, gut gemacht.
Let me quickly see if I can get that piece of the debate from Shawn Hawkins. This is Shawn Hawkins debating. He's brilliant debate skills.
Right.
I liked when he blew on the piece of paper.
that was hilarious.
Oh,
using Bernoulli's principle to make my point. Oh man.
Need to deal there. Take on me.
I remember watching one of his streams, and he was in his house with a barometer. Like, does the walls matter as pressure in here? Everything matters. Air's pressing against everything, dude. He doesn't get that.
Right. Yeah, the air's already there.
Yeah. Jesus.
Holy shit, what do we got? He should be used to being called a monkey. I know. Well, it's not like he doesn't know, for God's sake. I know he's had to have encountered a mirror, or at least watch Discovery Channel once in a while or something, I mean, I could totally see him picking bugs out of somebody's hair and eating them. I mean, just saying, it's just like once you see it, you can't unsee it. Remember when Flatzoid had an intro where it had Shawn Hawkins come in screeching and jumping around like a monkey?
Yes.
It's Jamie.
Oh yeah.
Little skit. Yeah.
Jamie C levels.
That was ace, man.
Say that again, yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to put that on again.
That was
this was your debate with well. If you can
This is the paper blowing thing, man.
Yeah.
This is my debate with Shawn Hawkins, guys. Understand anything that you present.
No, you're not presenting your map and model and measurements of your flat Earth. Present
I am
now,
more than
please.
happy to do so once you concede.
I'll remain quiet while you
I'm
present
more
your
than happy
proof.
to do so once you concede you have not demonstrated gas pressure without containment.
Oh, I will never concede anything to you, Flatzoid, ever. You lie about me constantly. You lied about me manipulating the photo
I think this is where
dishonestly. I proved that you lied. Now make your presentation.
So again, Gas pressure without containment. Can you please demonstrate it, Sean? Oh, yeah. Let's put this right quickly. This is him trying to prove gas pressure without containment, guys. Watch this.
Okay. Go.
That's improving gas pressure without containment.
Rising Flatzoid, and I'm not blowing on the bottom. You can see my mouth.
Who's making that noise?
Chris, you put yourself on mute.
Like a wing. That's what makes it.
So say thank you, FE Pateron, for $20. He says, cool show, Flatzoid. Keep exposing the low live liars. You rock, mate. Appreciate you. Appreciate the
Air
super chat.
rushes across a longer surface. And it's short and over the top. It's shorter surface than the bottom.
But anyway, then the rest of the debate is just this. Comes from flat Earth elevation angles. Sure.
No, they don't. No,
Prove
they
it.
don't.
Prove it.
Every surveying book proves you wrong.
Surveying uses elevation angles. Well done, based upon
Every surveying book
horizontal datum.
says the Earth is a sphere.
Nope. You know what planar
That's a
surveying
lie.
is, Sean?
Absolutely, they do. Ask
You know
any
what
surveyor.
planar
Ask any
surveying
surveyor.
is, Sean?
Now present your map model and your
Do
measurements of your flat
you
Earth.
know what planar surveying is, Sean?
I know what that is. Now present
What
your
is
map
it?
model and measure. Me
What
knowing
is planar
stuff is
surveying?
not your evidence, Flatzoid.
See, this is what he does. It is
Me
my
knowing
evidence.
stuff is
Surveying
not your
proves it's
evidence.
flat.
Present
Surveying
your
proves
evidence.
it's flat. So, Sean, again, what is planar surveying?
Present your map model and measurements of flat Earth.
Has
I'm not going to
planar
play your
surveying
games,
ever measured
Flatzoid.
curve?
Not going to play.
Have they ever measured curve in planar surveying, Sean?
I'm not going to play your game.
Now you can see like he's demonically influenced there, but can you see that he doesn't seem so demonically possessed there as he is now?
Yeah, he's even worse now.
Yeah.
And this is the rest of the debate, guys. This is what just goes on the rest of the debate. Watch this. So, Shawn Hawkins, what is an equatorial plane? Equatorial plane debunks your argument. You want to know how? Just explain. Just open that mic and say what an equatorial plane is. That's the debate. The rest of the debate. Globe is not a model.
That's it.
Globe is a globe for. Waiting, Sean.
He went on mute the
This
rest
is
of
the
the
best
time. didn't
Globe has to offer, guys. That's the debate.
Wow.
There's no point
I
even
said
speaking
all
with him.
maps are flat surveillance. So what, Surveillana?
If you ask him any question, he doesn't know.
Da, 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 da,
Doesn't know. He
da,
always
da,
admits.
da, da. Shawn Hawkins, do you know?
He goes, I think I'm just going to get high.
And this is why Shawn Hawkins doesn't
moon,
debate
and
me.
he's not calling you because you can go to a space violation. Oh, Shawn Hawkins, what's wrong with you? I know you.
That's a good one.
Come on, Sean. You got better than you can do better than this. Come on. Yeah, see, Sean, all you got is just sit there and ignore everybody. This is not a debate. You see what he's trying to do, guys? He wants me to put the call down and just kick him and say I rage quit, because it's the same thing that McToon tried to do, and it just doesn't work. I think you know by now. And that's it. Let's get to further. That I really get
gets
debate
worse.
on. There's 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. because of the time differences. See, still nothing.
Doesn't say what.
Come on, Sean. Literally, the rest of the debate's just that.
Then eventually says his mic's broken.
Yeah, later he says his mic was broken.
I don't believe that. Not for a minute.
Well, he's not even trying to talk, by the way.
Yep.
No, he just sat there like a little petulant child.
And then the next time he tried to debate us, he was on his Discord. We go in, we literally say a few words, and he kicks us out.
It's quiet, people might assume that you may be stupid.
What's wrong with
but when he opens
It's
his
just bad
mouth,
background noise.
he
guys.
just provides the data, and you know who he is.
Yeah, someone's got very bad background
He's
noise.
crackling.
What's up, Jim?
Hey, Jim.
No, it's okay.
Good to see you, Jim.
I'm fine.
Are you muted?
Jim. Hi.
Jim's not talking.
Jim's not talking now.
No.
Anyway, what can we talk about? What can we talk about?
Is that Jim Ennis?
I think so.
Ah, hey Jim. If it is you.
Yeah.
Well, Jim usually has an icon on this thing.
Usually, yeah. But he doesn't often come in chat. He's came into my chat once.
He's
just to prove that he's got a voice.
Yeah, maybe I just want to hear. It's okay. Hi, Jim.
Yeah, okay. So, guys, I guess we're going to close off then. It is anyway late, and we've gone through the debate.
Yeah, cool debate.
Yeah, it was great having you all on. You guys want to give closing statements?
Yeah, I mean, Nico did well as he could. He did well anyway. I mean, to be able to put up with Shawn, it's amazing, you know. And he was right about most everything he said. I mean, and Shawn is just hand waving everything. It's just the usual that we get from these type of debaters or flat earth debunkers, as Chris from UR Mop likes to call them, flat earth debunkers. I'm like, yeah, not one of them to fit.
Yeah,
but he did well. He did well.
King Rico, I was expecting this behavior that he just binds back to the Bible and relaxes, and it makes the demons move inside. Yeah, the Pateron. Oh, I should say I don't know his name now. Okay, you know what I mean? Yes, they got really uncomfortable. You can see the demons really. Because they get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nico did good. I think you just point to the truth, and you can't escape the truth. And I mean, it really was, and it was just him just inviting more people to search because his arguments were not solid. And it was just so many. There's so many intrepidities of the whole TFE thing. So
yeah, right.
I thank you for letting me be on here.
Anytime, man.
Flat. Appreciate it, man.
I'm gonna.
I also appreciate it.
So I'm gonna add you onto the email list, so you can always get the stream link if you ever want to come on.
Oh, dude, I love that. Yep.
It was great having you on, man.
I'd love to do that. Thank you for having me. You guys were great. Nice meeting all of you.
Nice meeting you too.
God bless.
Likewise. So it's PJ, have a great night. Yes, PJ, you make film tonight?
Yeah, I'm on an hour. I won't be on tomorrow, but I'll be on an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, the weekends I will be more night time. Sorry?
Don't you ever sleep, man?
Yeah. Well, I'm not good. Well, when I'm doing the weekends now, I don't go in through the day. So the week I go in through the day, except on your night, I go on Tuesday night at 8. On the weekends, I'll do a couple of movies and a couple of talk. I'm talking on heresy, just an hour on heresy and YouTube. Then we'll go and watch the Heretic in Rumble.
Okay, nice.
When I do this at the weekend flats, I just don't go in during the daytime. You know what I mean? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, are you going to say anything about this final experiment thing, Nico?
Well, I mean, it's been everything pretty much been said. Now it's just mop up, you know, and picking out the intricacies. The way I look at it is this: if any of it was suspect, any of it was born in deceit, then the whole thing is out the door. It's out the window. It doesn't mean shit. Okay, people are arguing about whether or not they said. Listen, what did I say? I said we're going to be in the same boat we were in before they even went. Right.
Right.
Questionable video and testimony secondhand from people that we don't fucking know. It's that simple. Okay. Unfortunately, I see a great deal of deceit, which leads me to believe that if you have to fake something, it wasn't there. So is there a 24-hour sun in Antarctica? I would probably say no.
I'm going to say I agree with that. No problem.
No, I got to say this about
no problem.
No,
The
Shawn
problem
was
with the
projecting
one,
his
the problem
own.
with it at all, it doesn't change the non-coverage. But I'm in agreement. I don't think there is a 24 hours from that. But if I'm proved wrong, fine.
I don't think you're gonna get proved wrong, PJ.
No,
But
I don't.
I think Shawn was projecting his own paranoia on the King Nico at the end of that debate. You're paranoid of everybody. No, Shawn's sitting at home playing video games, paranoid of everybody else, won't even talk to his own neighbors. I can almost bet on
Yeah, it's very paranoid. Yeah. Really, Roger.
Yeah. And he did pretty good, I think. The debate was it was worth it. Even his own side didn't give him any props. Shawn was quite the monkey.
Sad figure.
Yeah. So I think so. You got a show coming?
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow night. I'm gonna spend the evening here, watch some shit with the wife, and it's her day off.
Nice.
Nice.
We had a pretty good one on Rumble last night on Ryan's channel, on my son's channel over on Rumble. Got into some of the dark shit going on with the Hollywood elites and the politicians and their affinity for the little ones.
For what we pay so much.
Well, it's not just that. It's the darker, esoteric ball worship that they seem to be engaged in. This blood rituals and shit like that. It's really it's a dark subject, but it's one that needs to be talked about. It really is, because
I know.
I like pizza parties.
I like that.
It tells you who exactly is running this world. It really does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's Satan. Satan.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm just gonna say thanks everyone for coming in. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks for you. I really appreciate it.
But I think it's time to go to bed. Almost 6 hours. 6 hours of streaming. I think it's time for bed.
Oh yeah.
That's enough for the day. Yeah.
So it was great. I appreciate everybody in the YouTube lands. Please hit the like, share the show. I appreciate everybody in the channel as well, and thank you for supporting the channel. You guys are awesome.
Greetings from Austria.
Greetings.
Thank you for being a host.
Alles schönen guten Abend.
Guten Tag. See you tomorrow.
Guten Tag.
Bye-bye.
See you everyone.
May the pressure be with you.
God bless.
See you.
I'm made for something true in God's plan.
Stay here for a moment.
Flat earth made by him.